on break until Brazil's over.
So you're
is that
kind
the
of
case?
anticipating them contesting the initial entry and
Well,
not necessarily
look at it right now.
defaulting to retake. Yeah.
Look at the nano swarm placement right now. They know that FaZe likes to attack that heaven position that we did as playing with the breach done and then send, you know, Baby Bay out with the neon in that space. Right now they're guarding that with 2 nano swarms and an alarm bot. So we could already
say Baby
see
J?
just in this pistol round the thought going on there from Turtle Troop about how
Baby
they
Bay
like to try to counter some of FaZe's hits. But FaZe, of course, they have a different strategy in mind this time around.
But look at the 4-man stack defensively for Turtle Troop. They're just going to get a little bit of a feel out here. Slow orbs are all that is remaining for Harmful, who is one of the first ones to drop in FaZe Clan, just win the pistols flat out in open space.
GG already?
To be flashed up, chased down, smokes.
Forgot Rossi was on FaZe.
Out of harm's way. And now it's just done to add to the late rotation over 1v4, one of those good luck, have fun moments. And I don't know, maybe that's just catalyzed by saying Turtle Troop just got a little bit too antsy, trying to figure out, wait a second, how has FaZe Clan not attacked us yet? Let's go sift them out. And well, that
turns into the 27th for the grand finals for Brazil is on March.
Yeah, I mean, they were just relying a lot on Killjoy's utility to guard any type of like aggressive A push.
So it's about a 2-week break.
That way they could kind of stack a little bit more heavily one direction. And they guessed right. They just lost the fight. I mean, FaZe, they thrive in those situations. They like to scrap. They want those early engagements. They are a team that's going to gather up and just try to trade blows with you and just never let up. They're relentless in that regard. That's why they get that whole Smeeg mentality that we talk about. It's just over time
they're disabling those maps.
To where it's
they're bringing in 2 new maps
and more of a like staged out planned execution with the support of utility to really facilitate Baby Bay's aggressiveness. And that time they just clean house.
All right, pistol goes to FaZe.
Kills in the blink of an eye, and now they're going to get the benefit of it here.
Turtle Troops are saving. I believe they're playing on the old patch still, so Stinger buff is still.
So this is one of those.
Or Stinger nerf hasn't come in yet, rather.
Just do a no nonsense round here. Turtle Troop have to kind of try to throw some mysteriousness into how they want to try to form up for this full pistol setup in round 2.
Look at this hold.
You've already got Baby Bay who kind of is already kind of flirting over towards B pretty aggressively.
Dish side with Baby Bay on alert.
And Turtle Troop are kind of in this conga line back and forth between the B and the A site.
Yeah, FaZe were kind of sitting back waiting to see if Turtle Troop were going to push one of the sides of the map, because defensively, you kind of need to do that, especially on an eco. You kind of want an early idea.
They chose the wrong side. Unlucky.
But now everything's kind of settled back down, so FaZe start taking some space, and they're immediately poised, finds the entry onto Adder on what is now going to be an empty B site. Spike about to go down, and FaZe looking like a 2-0 start, but Baby Bay, they overextend just a touch, so let them carry it over now.
There's no restrictions on a girl being able to be on a tier 1 team, right? Yes, no restrictions.
The backside will be enough for him to take down 2 Governor for the trade, but this is a pretty isolated retake attempt in a 2v3 situation, and both players will fall simultaneously. So that maybe not as clean as FaZe were hoping for, but largely uncontested. And we go into round number 3, where you feel if you're Turtle Troop,
what are the odds in the chat?
Some more
what are the prediction odds?
Benefit towards your economy getting into this game.
Ads?
Yeah, Vandals aplenty on pretty much all of their members as FaZe mostly coast through that second round. The eco
72% FaZe,
just losing, you know, Baby Bay to maybe a slight overextension. Force spy up here from FaZe, but it includes a couple of stingers. But this is a team that has a past of being very good in these eco type rounds. They were leading the field actually last year in that regard.
Yeah, that's a big shout out. It's something that I assume we're going to see a lot more of. Just because FaZe, they're so tricky when it comes to how they set themselves up. And a lot of it is off the trust. I mean, you even kind of saw it in that last round. Like, Poise is the first one forward. Dicey's watching him with the Vandals. So they know at worst they're going to be able to confirm trades. At least that seems to be kind of the call to action. As once more, FaZe will kind of take their time.
I found out about this recently as well, but
keep changing up the looks in Turtle Troop.
The tech on the rope is that as long as you get on silently and get off silently, you can ride across making full noise, and the other team won't hear it.
On the A side of the map with a couple of guiding lights just keep the defense interested on that end of the map. But
so right there, like the defenders didn't hear a thing.
Gathering up here at the bottom of B, and they're looking to just play that contact explode play, just kind of send Baby Bay 4 with some supporting utility, and once again,
full retake?
Baby Bay will get that space and get into heaven side of B. So now they have a lot of ground to play from on this B side of the map, and Troop just basically have to play for retake here.
What up, George?
Love that little look though from just trying to spam through the fast lane.
Oh, the life of a planner, actually.
Rossi will drop. That's the fault line that kind of enabled the elimination. And now Turtle Troop starting to swarm. Okeanos looking to clear up space for Governor to make a play back over towards the arcade side. Poise is playing a deeper angle though. Finds the first. Also has shoulder checks on the second.
One more hasn't expected.
but he stays crouched underneath. Much of a difference because damage is still being dealt. Orbital strike earned early,
the bulldog
cost it in, and actually, how about this? TURTLR are doing a pretty solid job.
Adder, he's back. He's back.
All three.
Adder's back.
Quite in the correct bin, leaving space for the defuse, and
damn
get on the board.
Yeah, that was what I was.
That was bonus
about.
for
looked like
FaZe,
just
but
maybe
still a 5v5 retake.
That Molotov off right before he died. I thought it was actually going to land Spike and maybe still win him the round, but as you said, it was just a slight bit off. It allows TURTLR to use all that trade fragging on the retake to lead to a defuse. Really well done. I had to give props though to Rossi. He was definitely making some stuff happen there from the underpass, kind of guarding one side of Baby Bay, allowing him to stay alive and be heaven to play post plant, but did not pan out. Troop able to battle through all that, but now FaZe back onto a full buy. Governor on just a Spectre, so a little bit of discrepancy there, but otherwise pretty even.
Yeah, lockdown also had been earned for TURTLR as Baby Bay and the rest of the FaZe crew looking to get aggressive up towards Arcade and in towards Tower. Lots of utility spent to get Baby Bay forward, and that's what we kind of expected.
Yep. They really love that combination. They really love that combination of the fault line, Neon, to get into this side of B.
Fuck, they already have the site.
They got
again?
On the site and Spike down, and again, it's just going to keep TURTLR having to play these retakes.
Well, the defensive lock.
I feel like this ult is not that sick, right?
Superman is kind of finessing where he wants to place the spike, and as he moves forward, he actually gets taken down by Adder through the box. So now the offense has to back away. The lockdown will come into play. A chance for TURTLR to try to regain some space in their relinquished site.
The fuck?
Long-range shots from Baby Bay.
Oh my god, the
backside of Cantina.
Go through the cage.
Dicey following up, leaving Governor by himself. He has collected a Vandal. The wall bait for good gets the first kill, but the quick follow-up from FaZe still earns them the round. Now up 3-1.
I mean, that's the one thing you have to credit FaZe for is, like, while they were known as that loose cannon aggressive team in the past, over time they have added more and more supporting utility to how they do these sorts of takes, and just how quickly they got Baby Bay into that B heaven position with his own utility combined with Rossi's, and how quickly they're able to force that lockdown and get the spike planted. That's just
Thanks for sharing, George.
That FaZe are able to. We call it the sophisticated Smeeg style last season, and I think that still applies. Like, it is a very assertive play style that's very hard to fight against.
Yeah, and even in the fact of, like we mentioned, TURTLR playing a more defensive.
They just keep going B, and there's no one playing B.
Slow down Baby Bay taking top tower.
Look at that timing.
Yeah.
He gets his own stun in to get him onto rope, and then the fault line comes in to clear him all the rest of the way forward onto the B site. So basically, you're seeing the exact same strat from last round, except it goes by even easier because Trooper on an eco.
Yep. Two players.
Oh.
Headshot does let it a poise, but it doesn't stop him from still doubling up. So now the numbers for this retake become very limited.
Body shot Barry.
The dimensionality of this retake is also pretty one-sided. Rossi, Superman,
I feel like FaZe has gone A, like, or B rather, like 3 or 4 times in a row, and there hasn't been a single person on the site.
Now that we get back in another full versus full round, are you kind of looking for TURTLR to maybe take away that space in Arcade and not just have to react on site? Because so far they're getting beat just about every single time.
That's the hard thing about Fracture is there's so many different locations that FaZe could be pushing through very quickly.
Set a partnership with a betting company. I saw that.
To kind of
Pretty
play
strange,
a guessing game on what you want to defend initially, and then what you're going to be forced to play a retake from on the backside. Based on
let's see the setup.
Choose.
Still 4A.
So the reality is,
still 4A.
To play
they keep going B.
More assertive on that front
we still have 4A though.
But who's to
maybe
say
they want to
that
flank though.
Won't just,
I guess that's their game plan to flank.
Else, and then they just wind up dodging them. This time around, you're seeing Troop decide to be proactive.
FaZe are actually just holding now.
Side, to at least get some space for themselves and some early intel.
And it's not costing them much either, which I think is also going to be a benefit for TURTLR just spending the boom bot for now. But once again, you kind of take a look at how FaZe is positioned. Baby Bay is clearing out tunnel again, so he will have an extra angle as they approach in towards Arcade.
It's basically the same play as last time, but done more quietly because they're not just booming heaven immediately. They're using the underpass position instead. Meanwhile, Dicey is disrupting things on the A side of the map, making it very hard for Troop to rotate to support the B side.
Yeah, Troop is trying to isolate Dicey as the cyber cage comes down.
What the fuck?
But the problem about this is everything else defensively over towards B has been broken down. Resurrection does come through safely though, so TURTLR will have a 4v4, but time is going to be a problem. They are on such a long stretch here, Dust, to make it across the map.
Yeah, they really are. 4-on-4, safe post-plant positioning here from FaZe. Showstopper is going to be coming out to try to clear the way forward.
Wait, he doesn't expect this,
he doesn't know maybe about Baby Bay up
wow,
close.
He cleared it, but he still died? Baby Bay had 5 HP.
Now out to try to keep this post-plant safe. Superman will follow up after at least Harmful was
for
connected
heaven.
onto. And with Weeded and Okeanos just kind of stuck, trying to force something desperate into the mix with the toggle of the spike defuse. Weeded once again will be pressed here on the clock. Fault line comes out. Weeded is going to value the weapon. Rossi will not be able to share the same fate, but still the talent.
Damn, baby, I can't believe he got that second kill.
Yeah, it's just FaZe running a similar strategy, but just with a slightly different pace, as well as having Dicey on the opposite side of the map to cut off rotations. Now, this is a strat that I was talking about earlier that FaZe are likely going to be setting up here. You're going to see Rossi stun B Heaven side to push.
Now they're going A. Now they're going A. And this is probably the first round that Turtle Troops don't play 4A.
Baby Bay to get into that short A position, and then they're going to start splitting that site real quick. And there's no utility here to stop it.
No. Just whatever Okeanos wants to throw his direction in return, but do you really want to spend too much? Because you're going to need it for retake, most likely.
Oh, he saw us.
Actually does get some pretty valuable information that the drop-up area.
But the flank's coming in, too.
At least in some regards.
They're starting to close in on it.
Just kind of take it through halls.
Yeah,
no defenders on.
Can they sage wall over the trip? They could, right?
Exactly.
Sage wall both of them over the trip.
Corner, they would have went through the short doors, but instead they feel like they have full ability to take long. And
oh, they're jumping over. They're jumping over. Oh, Raze got caught. Raze got caught.
Just a touch. It actually does
unlucky.
Elimination.
Unlucky.
That's a valuable one. Poise dropping makes this post plan a little bit vulnerable. But Turtle Troop are running right into the trap set by Dicey. Baby Bay just gets way over aggressive onto Adder, and it still works out. Harmful, anything on. He's actually toggled the cyber cage. They know he's here. Aftershock gets
These are looking good.
Weeded trying to assist for some clearance, but it feels desperate in nature and unlikely in probability. Well, as FaZe will get the read on both members and just back away and not threaten anything for a potential easy 2v3 retake.
Yeah, they're trying their damnedest to make a way through with the smoke, but there's just too many FaZe members playing too many different angles. There's just no way to carve them out. I think it really came down to that battle on drop, man. I think if Baby Bay loses that fight to Adder, that could be a very different
Turtle Troops cannot go out the same way they did last week. They need
at that point. Instead,
something.
All of a sudden, Baby Bay is controlling drop, and your only retake is coming through A halls.
Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've stacked A like 4 times in a row.
I was mixing.
I'm not sure why. They probably had a read.
I like it.
But all 4 rounds, FaZe rush B.
Maybe that can be some cute couple nickname. Yeah.
Do we like Ricey or do we like Dossie better?
I think Dossie's probably a lot better, honestly, in that situation. I wish I would have flubbed it that direction instead, but you know, we all make our mistakes as a troop timeout comes, and probably at a good time, honestly. They're starting to kind of spiral out of control. Back onto a full buy as well. They need to try to come up with something here.
It's true. It's been downhill ever since they changed their name.
Squirtle
Squad was way better.
Intel. Now they have the Rolling Thunder as well for a retake to kind of play that style and have kind of a way back into the opposing site they choose. But lots of balls available for FaZe.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're going into a lot of ultimates, though. That's the problem, potentially, depending on how exactly I think Superman may want to use this orbital strike. On the other side, here's another little fun statistic for you guys at home. Turtle Troop in full buy versus full buy rounds only win 10% of the times in their first week. That is abysmally bad. Has to be a marked improvement if they want to have a chance against FaZe Klein here. So what I'm getting at, long and short of it is, kind of feels like a must-win round here for Turtle Troop. I hate to say
now
that
FaZe
so
are
early
holding
on, but if you're going to see improvements, you need to see them right here.
Yeah, they get Dicey forward to guard this orb, and Troop won it, and they're coming forward, but Dicey's going to win the fight.
Traded and traded again.
Immediate trade. Unfortunately, though, FaZe have the same idea. Rossi going to be
who's
there.
map pick? FaZe map pick.
Edge. They know about this flank behind them already from Harmful, so they're willing to fully commit to A, knowing that there's only one guy they got to worry about, and Manhattan's been stunned every which way.
The fact that he gets out, though, is a breath of fresh air in certain regards to keep this defense at least somewhat contestable. 3v4. Okeanos does have the Rolling Thunder if they choose to use this to break down the playthrough walls. The first 2 kills come through for Harmful. That may be the go call. Poise will be affected by the Rolling Thunder. Adder in a good position to clean up. And it comes down to Rossi on the opposite side for the 1v2.
Does that connect? Yeah, it does.
Holding onto the Aftershock has a really good look.
Oh my god.
And how this could affect Adder. The flash
you heard him,
here,
but
he does not challenge his own flash. Adder on the corner.
Nice try, nice try.
Adder
still pretty tough. He had 40 health.
For Turtle Troop and a key round tally for the squad as they get the retake.
Yeah, really well played.
I wonder if Rossi was trying to mask his drop with the sound of the flash drop.
Came in, staying alive, being able to play
the flash noise rather.
Of Okeanos' ult to be able to get another frag onto site, kind of get the numbers back to even, and then wins out the 1v1. I kind of wish that Rossi might have held back just a little bit longer. I think committing to site off the drop was a little premature.
I think it's a quick series. I'm trying to watch G2 and sleep.
Time,
yeah, G2 versus Breakthrough is kind of spicy as well.
What you could have done better. It's always a little bit more of a murky water moment, as we are going to see FaZe still carrying 3 ults into this next round, however, and still on a full buy. So true, that was a good first step, but they still have a lot more they need to take.
Opening barrier orb will hesitate this FaZe push.
We haven't seen Sage on Fracture too often lately.
Everyone else for FaZe was well behind him, so not the same activated engagement that we were used to seeing with the speed that Baby Bay.
I think Whippy was using it. Yeah, and he was making good use out of it. That was a while ago.
Trailblazer, they still have presence over on that A side of the map.
Next match is G2 versus Breakthrough.
Turtle Troops. They know that no one from FaZe is here, that they're either playing from bottom side B or bottom side A, but they have all that Killjoy utility kind of taking care of the A site. But FaZe catches the timing here. They get on, and they will get a spike plant. Once again, Troop will be forced to play retake, but with a man advantage.
That play from Tunnel, though, does kind of force FaZe to have to play on site, and nearly the lineup comes out for Baby Bay, but denied. Dicey stuck over towards the backside box. Kind of forced to have to take an engagement.
Rossi
this is
versus
so much better from Turtle Troop. The isolation is supreme.
The flank worked.
One in the retake process, 2 rounds.
They pushed under and they pushed dish, I think.
It just comes down to them being proactive and pushing the top side of the map. It meant that they had another foothold they could launch from when that retake started unfolding, and they also netted a huge benefit from just getting that quick opening kill to get that fast 5-on-4 to make sure that we're going to have that edge all the way through the retake process, and just had some really clean duels.
Turtles are trooping
coming
down
in from that top side B, so really well done. And this might be that round I was talking about earlier coming in where FaZe want to go for that short A side guiding light attack, you know, to let Baby Bay get forward as they stun heaven. The thing is, though, is that Harmful is going to challenge them at
the winner of Ascensions qualifies to franchise.
It's a little bit harder for them to roll that play out.
Yeah, especially if he throws a slow or
exactly.
Or maybe even just to kind of stop it completely. Yeah, there it is. Slow plus the barrier, so a little bit of both.
So one of the old strats people would do, walk up to the Sage wall.
You're gonna have to kind of wait things out. Says that was definitely
you break it and explode, but I don't think Hero would be that good.
Meanwhile, Dicey
the wall is so far from sight.
On the B side, still keeping that as an option. In fact, you're starting to see FaZe maybe even think about heading into a B split after facing so much utility at A early. But they have plenty of time to, you know.
What is the move?
And here's the thing, and I love that little free cam look, is that adder is set up if they do rotate and play through tree. But look at this. All the way through, there may be an opportunity here with this barrier orb drops, which is right now, for them to commit.
They stunned their own dog.
Snip things out, but it actually does get affected, so it doesn't really see anything. And that's actually more.
I think they're just trying to get back A main control and go B, it looks like, right?
You've got 45 seconds, and you had to make a gut check call.
Yeah, they got slow orb again, so they could never roll out that short A play they wanted, so now they have to just kind of use what Dicey has gained through underpass, try to split this B side instead.
Sage showing what she can do for the team.
They had spotted adder immediately, but that Killjoy utility is there, as well as a lockdown to
KJ
stop them from being able to get on site. They're running out of clock.
They're going back to A. They're going back to A. They're so fast. Look at Baby Bay.
Back. Harmful does not have any further utility, but
oh my god, at least he got one.
Goes 1 for 1, and there are defenders.
12 seconds.
They could still stall this. Okeanos has a ton of utility.
That's time over. That's time over.
Just close the doors quite literally on this play, and then they're rolling.
Oh, he's running in front of you, bro. Oh my god, yo, respect to Rossi. Respect to Rossi.
But as the planner is,
that was their only chance. That was their actual only chance.
When it comes to staving off the clock from the defensive side.
And that's something that we were.
Yo, he almost got the bomb down, like low key.
We're just looking at the compositions before first round even fired off, was the amount of disruption capability this composition allows Turtle Troop. And so if you're a FaZe squad who are trying to, you know, lay down a foundation to launch into some type of quick attack, you know, the Killjoy and Sage utility, when well timed, is going to stall them out. It's going to force him to rethink things. It's going to force him to eat up that precious clock time. And in this situation, Troops spread out their utility.
That was a really bad play.
Down to those final
That's what someone in chat said.
FaZe were forced to run through an orbital strike just to try to
the time just got so low.
And still couldn't get it done, really.
Yeah. It's great stuff. Okay. So now FaZe have to kind of talk it through.
Yo, nice KWSP. I'm happy to hear from you, man. Let's fucking go.
They have not really made too many forward plays through dish to drop, nor over through tree. Do you
they have tried to save B effort? They couldn't get in.
Those two
I don't know. I think it was fine to try to go A, but once the Brim ults came in, maybe they saved
something in terms of how you use your utility for an early.
Kind of tough to call. I mean, FaZe's style. I think that just.
But low key though, they could have made it work. Like I feel like Rossi, there's a world where he gets that bomb down, but it's like such a low percentage that maybe it's better not even trying.
But the problem is that now they have an extra factor to think about.
All right,
that they
Turtle Troops are making
this operator on harmful, and that'll be interesting. It looks like they're gonna go for that bottom A play here to kick things off.
Some progress here.
Well, they'll get the luxury of having it, but it does come at the cost of a lot of their opening utility. Baby Bay is in. The spam, the fire from the defense, not really going to work out. The slow orb is still
check this wall.
placed, though. The spike is still not on site at the moment. And like you mentioned, the operator could
He's worried about the lurk,
still be a
though.
deterrent, depending on how delayed FaZe Clan are getting into the site.
But yeah, but he's got to worry about potentially getting flanked, and that's why Harmful's kind of between two minds right now. And what's he focused on? Yeah, that
oh my
was
God!
a good aftershock.
The life of a planner. Look at Rossi go.
Plant. Harmful turning his attention to site. This is where Dicey could slip in behind.
Dicey's coming for you. Dicey's coming for you.
Sure. The rest of FaZe Clan's post plant.
Here he comes.
Contested by the overwhelming numbers from Turtle Troop, and they win out the engagements flat out. Dicey up top.
Oh my God! The last guy that rotated in was looking dish. I feel like he had potential for a crazy flank.
At this point.
Oh my God!
But the double challenge works out. And actually, that's
wait, Turtle Troops?
But it's already to halfway. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Someone's got to get in and commit to it, and there you go. No problems. Okay.
Little close. I think if Dicey's able to buy a little bit more time, then that becomes a little bit more interesting. But the fact that
the Turtles are starting to cook. They are starting to cook.
Easily pick up on Dicey's flank drop because they had everything else already covered, you know.
Yep.
FaZe needed to win a couple of more battles there to really allow Dicey's flank to have impacts. And so Turtle Troop have made a heck of a comeback this half. You know, we only got one more round to go, and they've really closed the gap. We could be looking at a 6-6 before we trade sides. But FaZe
Katowice the finals watch party.
Power here to try to fit one more.
I don't know what even one it is, but right now I have no plans of it.
We'll be over towards arcade, at least for now. Barrier orb, slow orb to follow. Again, just try to keep FaZe completely limited in the space that they can take. Fault line's still going to come out. Harmful throwing out essentially trying to connect with something.
On Sunday at 10 a.m.
So Harmful is quite
BO5?
lucky to be alive, but uses his utility to keep himself safe. We did now next one to be challenged. Takes care of the spike carrier, and Harmful's gotten one with the shorty. Nearly gets a second.
What the fuck just happened?
In the midst of all of this, a pinstripe kill feed does get us to a 1v2. Poised by himself. It's Okeanos out of the boxes. Adder nearby. First shots land, and then also a little bit of collateral damage also tallied up. The 1v1 looked to be forced pretty early for both these two players. Adder gives away the shoulder, but the wide peak wins it.
Yo, Adder won them, no joke, I think 3 rounds on his own.
Look at how that round
out of the 6 rounds, he won them 3.
Than the other 2 times FaZe played that Heaven attack. The other 2 times they weren't contested. They were able to layer their stuns and just get in through that top B side and get onto site. This time, just so
Adder's back to his old ways.
Just pushback and, you know, disruption being given by the Sage of Turtle Troop to never allow Baby Bay to get comfortably onto B site. You know, they were having to fight tooth and nail, and through all the chaos of the trades, it comes down to a 1v1 that Troop were able to pick up. You know, I got to give a lot of credit to Harmful for how he disrupted that attack, and then, of course, Adder winning the 1v1 puts us to all even here.
Wow. So you want to talk about improvements from last week to this week? Maybe the composition defensively has provided some at least light bulb moments for Turtle Troop, but now the offensive side. And the question will be their efficiency on initial engagements to get themselves into a more defensive post-plant position with this composition. That's going to be the big question here.
Opens the tower, Baby Bay.
They may have seen something.
Uh-oh.
Flash will
big stun.
Back away. Governor there quickly to follow.
Almost a big stun.
Landing in time.
Almost.
For Turtle Troop as they look to threaten B.
What the fuck's happening? Where is he?
Catching a couple people inside of a smoke. Poised and Dicey though trying to make it interesting, but it's not going to be enough. In the blink of an eye, it's a victory for Turtle Troop, and they now will take their first lead of the series and of the map, of course.
I think they all ran through the arcade smoke, right?
There to save Baby Bay, and then we did, and Governor put in some work through the smokes.
A little bit of fortunate timing maybe to some, but regardless, The quick execute noted, and a pistol has been won now for both sides. SMGs in hand, largely across the board, and now fully across the board. A lot of stingers, no one was surprised, I think. Just generally, based on how strong the weapon's been.
That nerf is on the way, though. Haven't quite got to that patch in competitive play yet, but that will be on the horizon, as well as a couple of new maps when we get into week 3, with Lotus coming in and Split making a return.
Fuck, I keep yawning. I just woke up. Well, it's been an hour plus now, but...
Here comes the hit for
Clean satchels, looking like me.
Double blast pack in. Governor's created a little bit of space to work with. Unsure still about tower. Could understand the caution, but FaZe Clan are completely stacked.
Back.
And oh, that's just, yeah, that's just unfortunate. Once again, through the smoke, Poise will drop. That's a lot of your retake initiation, likely, as Rossi's completely empty. So it's gonna have to just be pistol wins here. Here's the hit on the way in. Have to kind of work around the barrier orb as well. Although that's a key win for Supa. Trades are decent. FaZe still making this punishing, but largely speaking, Turtle Troop's post plant too dynamic for the flood nature of FaZe's retake.
Tarik said FaZe were looking good. They started losing.
Yeah,
nah, don't blame this on me.
The last 5 games in a
I don't know
row
what happened though.
on this map, you know,
this shit looked GG for a bit there, right? We all agree it looked GG.
They got no less.
But we should be wiser than that. It ain't over till it's over.
To 6. What I'm getting
no round is free.
Had to get tested too much on their defense throughout the course of the history of this team, and for the first time, they are going to be challenged.
FaZe boys back against the wall, full buy coming in.
I'm curious to see how they do that.
Turtle gang with the force investment, not the force, the bonus investment rather.
Eco advantage coming into the third round of the
half,
as you'd expect for FaZe
a dish pop brewing.
Have to make it work here though, as it's going to be a long line of offenders through dish. This would go into at least one trap wire, which is the alarm system here. Plus, Baby Bay playing along with the Vandal could shoulder.
There's 3 here, so let's see.
It looks like Turtle Troop is still going to at least kind of threaten, at least in some regard.
Ooh.
Governor's holding up.
This is dangerous. This is dangerous.
Yeah, Baby will be affected. Oh my goodness, the paint
oh!
Also pushing him back.
Get out, Adder. Hit the rope, hit the rope, hit the rope!
Long kind of cheeky flank, and here comes Turtle Troop. They want to take over halls. The flash is there.
Okay, Rossi.
The kills do not
Heat up.
tallied.
Oh, okay, okay. Adder's low HP, 3v3.
Yeah, they were trying to chase after that.
He's on dish flank though. Do they know? Do they know? Dicey with a big one. Dicey with a big 2. Adder 1v3 with a sheriff, 1 HP.
He's on, buddy, when he can just focus on the crosshair.
You know.
And now it's all down to Adder, and it's
we got a game on our hands.
FaZe do fight back. They'll get that diffuse, and they'll keep this one close.
What a response from Rossi as well. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's an absolutely brilliant idea from Turtle Troop. You don't have a lot of great weaponry. Isolate 2 rifles, hit them from both sides at the same time, and Rossi just denies it completely. Taking 2. That is exquisite from FaZe Clan. But that was kind of the expected result, so to speak, just based on how the eco trends go. And now Turtle Troop back into a full purchase.
Now here's where the real test is for FaZe defensively. Now that they're up against a full buy. Can they keep it up? Baby Bay going to be able to grab his Vandal, so rifles aplenty for FaZe. The ult on Dicey.
Taking dish control. Both teams are on complete opposite sides of the map.
Early B attack here from Troop, it looks like.
Oh, but look at that aggression through.
Now let's see if they run into the trips.
Much intel.
That is the question.
And they're just going to back off the B site completely from here.
Wait, they're going to be fighting underpass from dish.
Taking their time. The spy cam is the only.
Oh, this will be interesting if they keep going.
Dicey is almost living.
I think Turtle Troops will not expect them to be there.
Route is not just going to be clear and then head.
Never mind. Now they might.
Arcade and try to
I don't even notice the KJ ult.
Gets called, but. How much
they're ready for the retake already.
They're going all up main.
Yeah, I mean, they're already ready to retake from top side B through their spawn as well. So they're going to have a multi-pronged approach to this retake as opposed to just being isolated one way.
Oh, they're playing lineups for sure on that plant.
And the timing of it might be faster than Trooper expecting.
Yeah, agreed. However, look at the post plant. Turtle Troop have elected to play deep through tree. You've got Adder, who's playing a little bit further forward, who's likely going to hear a lot of these footsteps on the cross. Whoa. And Governor, who at least keeps one player off the flank safe. That tilts now to an advantage back to Turtle Troop. Governor sidestep.
Damn, Governor.
Gunfight versus Baby Bay now. Showstopper spinner.
Damn, Poise a Giga Chat for that. Damn, Gov.
Down Governor. Nearly gets the full aim.
All right, then. All right, then.
But what a play from the offensive Rays.
Indeed it was, but a little bit of sloppiness from FaZe. They had a really good flank on the top side of the map. Their timing was right there for a retake, but the fact that they didn't throw any supporting utility to try to get into that heaven side and make things tough on Governor, is a misstep. He's kind of just able to get all these 1v1s, and definitely props to Governor, by the way, for winning those. I mean, that was a brilliant display of aim.
Definitely.
But if you're FaZe, you've got to, you know, layer some
Turtle Troops timeout
on your attacking side.
Yeah.
Do the same thing on the
interesting.
retake. Don't make it easy for Governor to just
off the round win,
slowly come up the rope and get a free headshot. I think that they're going to need to kind of brush up on that going forward throughout this half. Just kind of make sure that they're using that same utility that we praised them for on the attacking side on these defensive retakes. But again, tip your hat to Governor. That was a hell of a round.
Absolutely. I'm glad.
I think the reason they're timing out here is because they want to make sure they secure this next round to be a half buy from FaZe.
By the combination and layering of utility, and that's
I guess I don't know.
Absent completely so far.
Not entirely sure actually.
And now you're not just looking at 9-7. I mean, there's not a lot of money to be shared here for FaZe. You're looking at light buy at best. And Turtle Troop are going to feel really comfortable kind of bolstering their pockets throughout this.
Maybe they were getting too hype.
More importantly, to try to get some key
letting Gov cool off, yeah. You don't want him to overheat into next rounds.
We did as well.
That's also valid. Also valid.
Next time we get to a full purchase versus full purchase round.
Right now we're seeing a little bit of dish pressure being exchanged both ways, but from FaZe it's kind of empty-handed. Just the guiding light.
Where's the Roomba going?
Meanwhile, lots of personnel of Troop will slowly start to get control of that drop area.
There's
maybe even pick up the orb.
5 players, defenders on A.
Power advantage here.
They're offside though.
Initial space. Definitely a stack though from FaZe on this side, so they gambled correctly if indeed Troop commit to A.
It's a big if though. Nothing that says they. And you're already kind of seeing with Harmful collected the orb. Maybe the intention was just get the orb and get out. Turtle Troop waiting to see if anyone tries to challenge the drop push. You also have a long flank from Adder. He does catch a shoulder at Baby Bay, so they know Halls will be under threat, but actually Turtle Troop are looking to kind of maybe isolate.
Damn, that was clean.
Vault
not gonna lie.
Forward to pack in, smokes to cover the crosses, barrier orb to reinforce, and that is a clinical takedown of getting on towards site and being able to get a plant, plus now the isolation they were looking for initially.
And they're going to follow it up, too. Guiding light from Poise, not really going to be effective.
Get your ecos, get your ecos.
Wow.
Get one, Oki. Oh, shit, you don't get one?
Kind of as we expected, the superior firepower is going to win
tragic.
Out when it's all said and done. Just Dicey left with the Sheriff.
No chance. Governor for another 4
quads?
kills. Yeah, back-to-back quads, brother.
He's in
looking
it,
more like
he's feeling
I'm not sure, Cardinal Flu. We'll see.
Attorney General or president, maybe. The governor.
I was actually about to make a joke about running for Senate or something.
Wait, what happened? I went on a walk at FaZe up 5. What happened is Turtle Troops turned the fuck up.
It's even more disappointing.
They plugged in their monitors. I actually don't know what happened either. I actually don't know how this turned around like this.
More time to think about it. Like, as you were fumbling, I was preparing the lines, but you fumbled it so hard. There was no point at that.
Can we just call this like a,
I thought the shit was over as well.
You're the defensive line or the offensive lineman who recovered.
Yeah.
And that's my bad.
Heavy trade of utility right off the rip on both fronts. Rossi has got both hands up for the Rolling Thunder. It's going to get called in.
What the
and
fuck?
FaZe are actually putting together a pretty solid response.
What is happening?
Goodness gracious. They even avoid the orbital strike.
Wait, Adder verse 3?
We may have just seen one
low-key known for these. Low-key known for these.
I mean, the solution for FaZe's defense was just to play offense.
You go figure.
Which, I mean, this map allows for. I mean, that's one of the things. It's almost kind of necessitated. Just the way the map is structured, you kind of have to defensively pick a little bit of something to fight for early to get some early intel to kind of direct how you want to rotate later on throughout the course of the round. This time around, FaZe just really find the fight they were looking for and win all those battles.
How does he beat that setup?
Yeah.
Now Adder's left all alone here. Little high-low peek there, but Rossi and Bay. Indeed, you love the high-low.
There's 3 of them right there.
And now there's a third.
Oh.
That's a mid-high-low setup.
It was a high-low and a head glitch. Good luck, buddy. Get out of here.
All right. That's a huge response from FaZe Clan. Not only do you survive with Tarik spent out 2 different ult play, that's just a huge turning point potentially as FaZe Clan trying to get back into their map selection.
Okay then.
They get their economy back in order as well.
FaZe not done with this game yet.
In favor FaZe going into this on top of everything, so that's good news for them. So we see Turtle Troop lining up top B side early, maybe trying to attack into B heaven a bit. But Rossi disrupting.
Yep. Slowing it down. Maybe a follow-up as well. Smoke's coming out.
Fuck.
Strike coming out.
Oh, fuck. Where the fuck's Baby Bay going?
Can they get the eliminations, though? Because sliding in was Baby Bay, but you see the kill feed. It's heavy. It's a 3 for 3 after everything's all said and done. But the problem here is that FaZe kind of are a little bit more isolated out just due to the fact that you've kind of got Dicey who has to commit in to trying to help get Rossi out of top heaven and nicely.
Caught her tail.
Indeed, they worked together quite nice on that one. We did alone does have spike possession at least, but
okay, we did.
Oh, still wins even though he lost the timing on that.
50 seconds, spike in hand.
Have him dead to rights, but no, Dicey.
Launching smoke.
Oh, good.
Wow, what the fuck is this?
Oh, this Molly is actually
what?
Really well placed. Goodness, we did. You thought with the neural thing,
bro, this guy's a fucking psychic.
Clutch coming through for Weeded in the 1v2.
Fuck?
And now Turtle Troop in a convincing position to take away to kind of plague the mind of FaZe. Not just
good read for sure.
But fans across the Twitch stream as now Turtle Troop once more convincing position with their eco. Are looking to get on a map point. I hate, but if you're FaZe Clan, you're hoping that you can find some sort of an eco here, or some thrifty rather. And
oh my god!
Over the top of Superman, maybe making the overdrive. Nearly has a chance to line up, but couldn't connect. And with that, the meat of FaZe will drop. Governor picked back up with the res. And now it's just down to Poise. It's not a part of that initial defense. Gets a lineup for 2. It's not over yet, but
flash.
Be hard pressed with the Stinger to do much more.
It's impossible. Nice try.
That will be where the effort will end.
12-8. Turtle Troops take the lead like this, man.
Beautifully designed.
Well, not take the lead, but match point.
Rolling Thunder to clear the way for Governor to satchel his way in. Grabs the duel on the stunned player. Opens up that space with it. Baby Bay limited to just 1 frag with his ult. So very efficient trading there from Turtle Troop through and through. That's going to put them to map point, but FaZe back.
Yeah, it was 6-1.
It was 6-1. Seekers. That's the only ult on the table, though we did only 1 away.
Turtles rise. Turtles rise.
Yeah.
This is your time. This is your time.
Really proactive with those orbital strikes. Can they fight for the orb? Governor's already making a play forward. Baby Bay taking away space at Halls. Lurking nearby. Is harmful on a corner. This would be a 1-for-1 corner from him. You would figure. No way he gets out of here if FaZe do double chow this. And doesn't even first. So big advantage now for FaZe with the numbers.
Absolutely. They have really slowed Turtle Troop down, and there's still a pretty good defense in place for FaZe at the B side of the map. Meanwhile, FaZe can still set up this quick flank through the bottom side now that they have A Hall's control. It really kind of pinch his troop into committing to this B attack and maybe having to do so in a way that they weren't really comfortable doing. This wasn't how they wanted it to go. And look at them getting bogged down on this utility.
And wait a second, now the Seekers are behind. Oh, FaZe sliding in gets 2.
The first one.
There's still more defensive members to deal with. Seekers actually do land on Okeanos.
What the fuck?
And yeah, that was a plan that was broken down really just off the first eliminations. FaZe Clan just dominate the map control.
They do, but here's the thing. The only way that they've been able to win rounds this half so far is through proactive.
They still have like so much money on Turtle Troops.
I feel like you can't count on replicating that consistently. Like sometimes either A, you're going to lose the fight initially, or B, no one's going to be there. And then you have to still play the methodical retake from that point forward.
Probably a mouse jump. Probably a mouse jump, right?
Yet. So that's a good first step in the right direction of forcing overtime. But Turtle Troop, I'm sure, are still feeling pretty comfortable about how things are going. They have their orbital strike now. No ults on the table for FaZe. Probably won't have one for a while.
Feels the ground right here. Bank account starting to get thinned out a touch for Turtle Troop. Meanwhile, with the convincing previous round, FaZe Clan are starting to really feel a little bit more comfortable in the economic department. Poise going to play under drop. Oh, okay. Backs away. So that would be a very difficult position to defend against the current force that Turtle Troop have. Paint shells in hand. Fault lines out. That's looking to calls. The rest of the utility looking to try to stop anyone from hitting over towards the doorway side. Baby denied, only getting a 1-for-1 trade, and that means that
got his one.
Yeah, similar attack to what we saw from Troop earlier. This time they just committed a little bit more to A Halls early on and got an even exchange because of it.
Yeah.
Smokes will now be redeployed, blocking off some of these routes for Superman in particular here, who's trying to come in through Heaven side. Puts the stem out, but Adder gets the initial frag, and they still have
what? Main?
And Weedis was waiting for the
Tenz?
time to call this. Does he use it
anywhere?
Call? Does he want to use it on the backside?
Oh, there you go. I like this. They brim ulted Sands and they swung main.
Finding the first kill. Weeded down low.
Oh, big kill.
Now I just need to find poise for the 1v2. Have to have it if you're phased. And off
Damn,
the reload,
we'd have
not
turned up this
classic,
match
not gonna
as
find
well.
anything off of that whatsoever. And Turtle Troop.
Damn.
Hold your horses. They take map
How the
number
fuck?
1 in the face of FaZe.
Who the
picking
fuck?
One of their
Turtle Troops?
strongest
They're back on the map?
Mercy.
Bro,
it's a big
that's
win.
Their first loss on Fracture since May of last year.
Damn.
They didn't play any all-seasons events, so that kind of tampers with that stat a little bit, but it's still
Definitely
the truth
tampers
they
with that
were
stat
on
a
winning
lot.
streak
That's
last
all
year
right.
and open strong against G2 this season on this map, and now we see Turtle Troop, you know, kind of tinkering with their composition a bit, finding ways to disrupt FaZe when they were on the defense to kind of keep the score close. And then when they went onto their own attack, you can see they had some very well thought out executes that they nailed time and time again.
It's so encouraging from Turtle Troop to, I think, in two parts. The first is you were able to go back, reevaluate what went wrong for you in week 1 against Shopify, change your composition, and even when it wasn't looking like it was going to make much dividends on their defensive side, they then kind of further their impressiveness to say, all right, in a live environment, we can evaluate.
What did I predict for this match? I actually didn't do one.
Change this to kind of stave
Can I do one now?
Aggression, put perfectly. And then shit, you know, we said it a couple of different times, but most importantly, near the end, the only FaZe clan round they won defensively was when they got proactive, and you can't count on that working every time from the defensive side. That's a brilliant map for a lot of reasons for Turtle Troop.
Yeah, again, it was the
On
adjustment.
deficit.
Also keeping an eye, I think,
on
just
Fracture.
how both of these Sovas decide to play. Both were great.
We're
in the
starting to
first
see
week,
some life in
even
this
though
team.
They both faced losses.
What are the comps looking
Dicey
like?
defensively is just using the spy, came over the top of the smoke.
Anything
to make
out of
sure
the
that no
norm?
one comes through shops. That's clear.
Not
But look at
really,
the play
right?
from
Not really.
Deep. FaZe have a read on this though, and do walk away. Benefits of first blood. Governor looking to still force this and does.
Wait, Harmful's on Jet
early
this map.
4v4, but mid-map control.
Is that what they were talking about?
And FaZe are trying to put together responses.
I mean, Harmful is known for playing Jet,
From Governor,
but
in that same breath, the hit over towards B stalled out by Poise.
Yeah, Poise doing a heck
last
of a
map
job
he was
right
on
now,
Sage.
doubling up before it's all said and done. Adder able to trade back, but now he's all alone. Maybe Bay able to get into the back halls and finish it. And this is one of those situations where Turtle Troop were doing a great job threatening mid so much to where it was kind of allowing them to slowly work up long B to set up the split. Governor getting a couple of really big frags that kind of set that emotion, but credit where credit's due. Poised, held
Happy
firm,
birthday
so
to
patiently behind
Aaron.
screen
Aaron?
for so long.
Aaron?
Just waiting to see if maybe
I
it
think
was
that
something
correctly.
that come his way, and he winds
better not
up
be a nuts
doubling
joke.
up and saving the day.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That's big stuff right there. Tell you that much. Because it looked like for a moment Governor was going to do enough just to
Aaron.
stall everyone mid-map. So, okay, good stuff from FaZe.
Aaron.
Again, it's rare that both these two teams in week 1 were able to take pistols, but so far they're trading back and forth. Baby Bay, decent response and read on
What else
where
was there?
exactly Turtle Troop are coming from. But Dicey, through his cyber cage, I would say, once more, lucky to be alive, as Harmful was looking for
else
the
were the other
counter frag
names?
with the Marshall, but does get pushed off long enough, and now a steep advantage.
D-Nice.
for FaZe in the defense.
D-Nice.
That's one of those situations where both teams were looking to be proactive at long B early.
Balake.
FaZe comes out the better end
Balake.
of the deal. They will have the 5-on-4.
Balake. Balake, bro.
Long B to continue
My
to poke
fucking
and
main
prod
man,
and maybe keep people's
Balake.
attention, but the spike is certainly pivoting with the rest of the team
Yeah.
over
Jake
towards
Quellen.
A.
I love
Kind of
that.
a
I love
forward
that
position,
skit. I
though,
love
here
that
from
skit.
Rossi to detect this pretty early. That knife will give him even more of a clue as to what's happening. He's going to go ahead and
All
start
right, so this is the
backing
full
off and
eco
setting
from
up
Turtle
for the
Boys. They're
retake
just
if it's
stacking the
required.
orbs.
And him holding on to that dugout secret area is going to be key if this hit does come through. But Turtle Troop actually just going to show force and then back away.
Oshag Hennessy?
Yeah, okay.
O'Shea
That's
Hennessy?
an
Yeah, I don't
angle. That's
remember
the thing.
that.
If he finds a shot,
The fuck? O'Shea.
this is doable.
It is doable. He's got full HP as
30
well. His
seconds
team
left.
are regathering behind him, and they've put enough pressure at A to keep those people in place. The thing is, there's still a 3-man B defense for FaZe,
Yeah.
though Dicey is a little bit softened up.
Tarik means
Turtle
date
is
in
still- that's the
Hindi?
big
like
problem.
date?
Yeah.
Like the edible date?
Well, will essentially vacuum up all Turtle Troops hit. And Dicey's just going to have a
Or
little
like
bit of fun
date,
with that.
like you're going out on
Am I
a
left?
date.
Am I right?
I just got a mental image of a
Little
bunch
bit
of
of
turtles getting vacuumed, and it was really sad.
Oh, like the day, like the
Please
Don't do
time.
that to me ever again.
Ah, okay.
My bad, dog.
Interesting.
Unreal.
It's not my fault that your mind went
As in
there.
today's
Yeah.
Why would
date.
you want to vacuum a bunch of little turtles?
Dude, honestly, I was just looking to use a different synonym than sucked up, honestly, if I'm being honest.
Fair enough.
And
Fair enough. I can't really argue with that one.
All right.
It's Bahe in Indonesia. It means pull. Tarik means pull.
So, you know, still pretty
now
hefty
we know
as far as
in
bonuses go.
In Hindi, right? It means date.
Early B pressure here from TURTLR.
I fucked those up.
Nothing detected off the defensive knife, and that's actually going to spur FaZe to take a little bit of focus here towards B-Link. At least initially, they have a really good setup though with stars and of course the Cypher trap. So pretty isolated, I would say, from being able to get taken by surprise. Locked down.
In English, it means suck me.
To assist. He's
So
not able to delete this with
apparently my name is like pretty universal in a lot of languages.
But he will be able to try to stall things out. Pre-fire comes through, but Harmful gains access in towards back halls. But doesn't win the first gunfight. That is a tragic loss, allowing FaZe an opportunity to quickly retake. Stops the spike plant, at least for now. But TTR are going to back
4v3,
away.
3v3. Oh, where the fuck are these kills happening, bro? Observer is sleeping or me?
3v3, Governor still trying to battle back.
To be fair, look. Holy fuck. GG, no?
Stopping. And eventually, FaZe Clan with the superior firepower at range from Superman will win.
In Bengali,
yeah, like you said, it nearly did never.
The exact
stop.
pronunciation to Tarik for date's a bit different in Hindi.
Constant fighting. It seemed like TURTLR had like a pretty well layered attack on B with the lockdown.
I'm hard stuck silver. What should I do? Find the duo.
Back halls to try to control that area as the spike was getting planted, but they
in
lost
Filipino,
that
Tarik means steep.
Are
you lying?
And now all of a sudden it turns to a scrap. And
in Malaysia, there's a T called the Tarik, T-E-E, or T-E-H. T-A-R-I-K. It's a popular T, I'm pretty sure.
One of those things too, and I'm
That's true, right?
To see if TURTLR get cold feet again. Once you try to bail off of that B hit, you're stuck. If you don't have any sort of smokes to cover your retreat, and that's kind of the example that was just showcased then. Trap wire will cause a bit of a deterrent for Harmful unless he decides to swoop over it. I imagine he'll just delete it though, as the offense is pretty heavily stacked here. So whether he gets over or not, you still have to deal with it in one way or another.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to go for this A split here through Art. A couple players A main as well, but the defense.
In Spanish, Tarik means small balls.
Great grab on shock dart combination here to get some damage off, and they finish a job. No Superman able to stay up.
No command comes out though. That's from the offensive side, so FaZe will not be able to use any early utility on this retake. So it's just got to be down to the superior firepower. Poised in a little bit of trouble here. Nice little snap over to Weedy, who could not find the free kill. That will lead to a very convincing kill feed for FaZe. Now the utility can start to be used. Rossi's recon bolt allowing the way forward, and yep, the read is.
So this is a pretty successful eco for Turtle Gang.
Dicey, no problems with Governor.
Are you guys more excited about this match or that match? And that match is a G2 versus Breakthrough. This or that?
Using the null command to try to, you know, hold FaZe back on that retake a bit. They were certainly down in firepower on the troop side of things. They had to do something special.
This or that?
Things off, but FaZe just weathered through, putting the first map behind them.
Look at the emotes. Look at the emotes.
Really dominating this first half. 4-0. Most of these rounds haven't even been that close, to be honest. Also, how about Poise coming out with 7 frags in the opening 4 rounds?
He's been great.
He's been great, you know, so far this year, after last year not really being the guy you would think of as being a heavy fragger for FaZe. That was more, you know, Dicey and Baby Bay's responsibilities, maybe Superman, but Poise is, you know, leading from the front, man.
By the way, shout out to Knights. The quality and audio has improved.
Key part towards possible success for FaZe Clan, but it can't just be him. That's where the caveat comes into play.
And as I say that, it will of course break.
Harmful gets across. The Nebula was pulled back.
Baby Bay knows.
Baby Bay, yeah, he for sure.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Does he get a chance?
Oh,
No, he doesn't. Harmful.
Too hard to try to watch. There's so many different angles that guy can peek you on, right? You can go up above, to the left, to the right,
to rotate to help you. You cannot leave yourself
on top to the left, on top to the right.
Really in a tough spot.
Too hard to
cage to use to get himself out of this position. And
too hard to hold
he's
everything.
Just hoping that someone's going to help bail him out. It is going to be Poise coming over with the KO. Knife gets broken though, and Dicey's about to get run down. But can he surprise someone on his way out?
Oh my god!
Comes through. He's only good for 1, but Poise
one is like
gets the
I think fine.
That is enough.
Damn.
For FaZe Clan, especially as Poise continues
We did
to
snuck
tear
by
up around the B site. Finally, he will drop, but job done. For both of them to go in a 2v4 and take 3 kills is great news. Cosmic Divide used very early.
So he walled and walked through.
This.
Maybe Rossi won't expect him to be out.
That Weeded is still playing deep
now he will. Blank's coming in.
Give the
Are they aware of this?
Though.
I think Weeded's watching it.
It's going to be a long play through main, and then one more through link. How they hit this, though, is all about the timing. Superman gets the opener, and then
what the fuck? My Vandal don't do that.
Allowing Rossi the free defuse at least to halfway. And they're actually going to let him keep this. Maybe not. I'll say Superman has a chance to earn his Cosmic Divide off of this defuse, and they will forfeit that last half to get him to earn it.
Yeah, really, again, well played by...
I'm assuming they have co-streaming.
But the road here does not get any easier for Turtle Troop on an eco, and looking at the face of 4 stacked up ultimates for FaZe.
Damn, I was looking fresh out there.
Maybe some heroics, maybe some punish can be established.
Moving on.
The fragment does deny Poise some space to contest through Arch. B-Link is completely...
Guy said 10 a.m. like it's early? Bro, I worked the graveyard shift. Of course it's early for me.
Yeah, Turtle Troop wasting no time. They're even threatening Heaven right now with Harmful playing inside this smoke right now. It's all going to come down to timing on who's going to win between him and Dicey. He actually throws down the second one.
Wait, how they take the site so easily? Well, you would know if you were watching, motherfucker. It's a low buy.
This is the sentry turret deep is actually going to keep this FaZe clan retake a bit pressed. They're throwing 2 members on the flank. This is very doable for Turtle Troop just to kill off the clock and hold this with how they have everything positioned. Maybe they with the knives a bit empty, very empty. And it's TTR who come out on top of a number of the kills. Finally, the fight back comes through.
Wait, res him. Wait, who? Oh, it's the other team. You're KO. Don't res him, bro. You can't res the other KO. You're KO.
There's the toggle. 1v1 and Super takes it relatively easily. But man, that's a punish from Turtle Troop if I've ever seen one.
It was a punish, but it still doesn't lead to a result. And while it may force some rebuying out of FaZe, they're not too worried about that. They're able to keep the operator there.
You guys remember that song by Rebecca Black, Friday?
Credit to spin. And so it's one of those things where...
That shit used to slap, right? That used to be a fucking banger.
Not quite enough, and we all know that close only counts in minimal situations. And
it's like, should I take the left seat or should I take the right seat? Well, there's only one fucking seat available, so I guess the option is pretty obvious.
Well, of course, we actually do get participation.
There's only one fucking seat open.
I guess everyone does in this world.
Trophy.
Yeah.
But a lot of ults were spent by FaZe in that last round, so it's not just the purchase and the halt.
No, I heard about
onto FaZe climb, but now Turtle Troop actually have
going through some pretty bad bullying. But apparently she's much better now.
Defensive stack through mid. Not a lot of contestants here, but Ross is just going to kind of take a look.
I think last time I played that song, someone brought that to my attention.
Follow up behind this play if there is an.
She dropped out of my middle school.
Someone off guard. It'd still be risky
from the bullying.
The door is slightly ajar for such a play.
That's sad. That's very sad.
Yeah, Turtle Troop not committal really to anything at this point. I do have their Jet and KO still playing over here towards A main. Spike though still sitting on the back of Okeanos.
Just dropped an album yesterday. Lit.
Spawn as they look like they want to maybe even try to throw some pressure along B. So I'm not sure if they're looking to kind of fake A a little bit here.
Harmful with an entry.
Harmful actually gets a frag, so that's going to sell the fake even better. Really starting to force all the rotations right now from FaZe. It's a Spike. Will make it into.
Look at these trips.
Though these trap fires.
Yo!
Let FaZe know what's up.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden Harmful kind of has to.
They're aware of him.
As the defense is starting to rotate back. Oh! Bebe wants the
sharpen those knives.
Bold to say the least. Spike planted FaZe.
I slept with my high school teacher and she got fired. Good shit, bro. Giga Chad right there. Hell yeah, man. Keep it up.
Cosmic Divide, though, comes in from FaZe. That's going to kind of split this post-plant setup in half here.
So how do they win this?
Maybe allow them to get towards that Spike. A beautiful shot from Baby Bay.
Superman's on the fuse. He could hold this. Poise is trying
to
take time and space. He's going
to... What?
And at no point was the Hunter's
Say what?
even considered.
It came out too late, so they burn it. And the Spike still gets defused. That is a tough one, man. The fake was sold so well, but those pesky trap wires of Dicey allow.
Hey, what is that emote?
Kind of get past the air.
What is that? What emote?
The fake.
What the fuck? Have I seen
Great
that?
Cosmic Divide as well from FaZe. That must be said. Help them out loads in this situation. Great flash through the wall as well.
That's so. That's such a fake reaction. That's such a fake reaction from that emote.
Is made kind of evident by the Poise pushing through the Cosmic Divide and nearly taking down 2. Like Okeanos had to help.
That I was looking like me out there.
I don't know. A lot of things to go back and relook at. Lots of small things out there. But now Baby Bay's going to have a chance to shine. with the operator.
The thing is, my real reactions look like fake reactions, so I'm just fucking doomed.
The Cloudburst, try to give himself a little bit of space as the
Dude, do not stay in that corner. Trust me, they will util dump you. He missed the molly.
Through this at the exact right moment, and yeah, here's the play. Cloudburst to try to section things off. Weeded on the plant, and FaZe Clan will back away.
And more importantly, this time they control back halls. Remember, last time they ran this play, they lost that back halls battle early, which gave
If my real reactions look like fake reactions, then my fake reactions will look like real reactions, right? Think about it.
Could pave a way forward.
It does tag once. Will not get the full elimination.
Wow, they're so aggressive. That was so dangerous for Matter.
Go into a 1-for-1 early engagement.
How the hell?
Once more, back and forth go the kill.
Bro, everyone is taking massive risks. 7-1. Sorry, Brazil.
Flank that's trying to come from Superman on the minimap is just not here in time. And with that in mind, it's just down to Rossi. These would have to be some of the most incredible long-range shots you've seen in a minute. And he's not going to get the time as the double peek will come through, and they will recognize that he is not on Okeanos for 3.
We get a 7-1 every day, no joke. That shit's cursed. That number is cursed.
Yeah, it's one of those times where they were able to finally execute the
15-12?
away with everyone, maintain back halls, control long enough to safely plant the spike. Even with Hunter's Fury coming in, they only take one tag.
Oh, they're about to do it.
Back off, play from long B. They're able to read the flank, take
that
care
arena
of that,
looks sick.
and it just went outright.
I think I played on the Spodek
the battles on the
playoffs
stretch of that
once.
long B side. So finally, Turtle Troop on the board after
we lost the FaZe, I'm pretty sure.
Drought.
We should have won.
Will that be the spark they need, though, to throw some gas
we should have won,
fire
though.
and keep this half close, or is FaZe just going to swap them right back?
I mean, it kind of feels a little bit like we just saw in Fracture. You kind of need to start stringing together rounds here if you're Turtle Troop. And Baby Bay is going to essentially eliminate early resistance out of Adder. That makes potential post-plant setups a little bit more difficult, depending, of course, they can even get the spike down in the first place, because this defense is still in a really solid spot to read this hit.
Triple A main, dash out, Rossi. All right, let's just go map 3, man. Let's not make this go on any longer, because I hate watching these one-sided affairs. Shoot him. Nice. Nice. Close it out. Let's go map 3, Ascent. Fuck it.
Ride this one home. I thought for a moment that they were going to get a timing when that drone didn't catch.
Yeah. It's still so difficult.
Chad, who won Fracture TTR versus FaZe?
Going into a 4-man execute towards a, how do you clear out all that space?
Fuck, man. Why do I always read those messages? It's the top left of your screen. I won't answer. Top left of your screen. It's there every single time. Every single match is always there. You should always know who picked the map and who won the map.
Now Troop are once again kind of hard pressed economically to do.
New Ice Spice song is so good.
Yeah, FaZe is getting the early picks and riding with
That's
them.
bait.
Yeah,
that's bait for sure.
To good work. Poise continues to have a heck of
that's
a
bait
game.
for sure.
Really a heck of a season so far from his role.
I don't know. I'm a kid. I actually fuck with Ice Spice, but I didn't hear her new song. I'm not gonna lie.
Everyone really kind of doing their job though on FaZe. No one's really slipping behind in any kind of regard.
Yep.
And fortunately for Turtle Troop, they don't have a whole lot to work with this round, and they're already so far behind.
Yeah. This would be a disastrous first half if you don't get 3 on the board.
You guys not be weird.
Even getting 3 still feels like a loss.
Try not to be weird. Yeah. Twitch chat challenge.
Once again, trying to use some of that mid disruption they use on the pistol round to try to scramble this FaZe defense a little bit here.
Oh, we got tagged as well? Oh my god. Oh my god. Superman. Put that fucking cape on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Close this shit out, Rossi. Close this shit out.
Shots will land. We'll tag on the shoulder.
Sorry, Turtle Troops. But this comeback is not happening, so I say we wrap it up.
On the opening engagement. By himself, does have the spike, so maybe a chance to plant.
You can come on our backs once, but you can't come on our backs twice. You know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna let him get it.
What?
Needed to get that kill quickly for any chance at a spike plant. Wasn't going to happen, though.
I gotta take a piss.
Not the way Poise has been playing. This is now 9-1 FaZe. Just 2 rounds left in the half. Troop back onto a full buy, but it is a Guardian for Okeanos, so not the most ideal situation. Also, a couple of guys having to get the half armor.
Have to have this in the next, though, if you're Troop. Have to have it.
Yep. You got to win out the half.
Yep. Lots of ults are close on both sides. And Troop, who have really only found success, as limited as it's been, towards B. I was going to say, maybe there's a chance to continue to kind of pressure this FaZe defense to lean in towards mid-map. But Dicey's going to get so much intel off of just the spy camp. And that's not going to hesitate Troop from moving deeper and deeper into B-Link. That'll move the Cypher around, and Baby Bay tagged up will also have to kind of retreat in towards Halls. Poise is also going to make a move over this. So you're committing a lot here. Moving the defense, you have to find success if you're on troop. And they're just waiting. They're just taking their time here, Dust.
Yeah, Baby Bay misses his first shot as well from back hall, so it gives Turtle Troop a chance to get even more space right now. But Baby Bay retakes the angle.
9-3?
Caught. That's another big miss from him. Now Turtle Troop start taking
Oh!
the side. The
He
man
just
has
like
been
me.
on a mission
FR,
all night long,
no
and he
cap.
continues it. What a play.
I mean, just when you think you've done everything you could possibly have done if you're Turtle Troop, you take care of the two isolated defenders deep. The only players that were still alive were on bridge, and it's just, that's it. That's all you needed was poised.
Last round.
Liquid Wand,
Wow,
damn.
man.
Yeah.
16 frags with 5 assists.
They go on to play versus
Just in the blink of an eye, this round turns.
G2?
Oh,
Oh shit.
everything was going Turtle Troop's
They're
way.
done
Maybe they
for.
was missing his op shots. They were taking space. They had the split set up. Everything seemingly they could hope for, and then boom, Poise says nah, not having it.
So look at this chat. Remember I was talking about yesterday how
2 Stingers, 3 Guardians.
I legitimately feel like teams
So
lose their
the
map picks
long
like
and short
so
of it is,
frequently.
You either have some great
again,
maps, or you can get
both
these
teams
Stingers
losing
up
their
close
map
and
pick.
personal, deny space. Both seem a bit desperate in nature, though. Troop once again threatening over towards Link. Supa is in his own nebula, just waiting for this play, although he may not get the read that Troop have actually pushed through, at least slightly.
Can you explain why up down is a good strategy opposed to spreading out side by side? Because you're holding the same angle, so when he peeks one of you, he peeks both of you.
And now they're using this.
So you guys will
lockdown
shoot
to
him at
try
the same
to
time.
Slow down any rotation from the A side of the map, as well as using the conflict divide.
What's going on here? Is that a KJ ult?
Into a B plant. So I like this combination of utility from Turtle Troop. It's going to definitely set them up for success in this 4 versus 3. But Poise is on a pretty quick flank, and he's been a monster so far.
He would have the opportunity as well with the defenders coming from the front to maybe use the null command here, but he's going to.
Oh my god, he almost had a chance to kill him.
Now the flash to follow, just trying to deny the hit, and now the null command finally comes through. The knife to get some awareness. Oh, but he actually peeked a little bit too soon. Harmful takes the easy win. Cloudburst goes down. Rossi on the corner clears out the
Oh
furthest
no
corner.
no
Defenders,
no!
lands,
Oh no
leaving just
no
one. It's
no!
Harmful at range. He does not have an angle.
Oh,
on the diffuser.
no.
Unless he peeks after Baby Bay. And well, that will now.
How you like that reaction, YouTube?
FaZe just indomitable on Pearl.
Yeah, it's one of those things where even though Poise didn't get the frag, he at
Kinda-
least created
I'll just do it
enough
on my
presence
phone.
to
Okay.
free up his teammates to come from the other side, and they're the ones who get the job done. But Poise, again, a man on fire from start to finish. He helped win the pistol round despite Turtle Troop getting some early territory, and then just throughout the course of the half was lighting up the kill feed
Smash
time
that
and
like
time
button.
again. Even in dire situations for FaZe, where Turtle Troop were closing in on B side and they had
Appreciate all the support. You guys are the
space and
best.
all the advantages, Poise would pop off something and just reel it back in for his team to try to keep this series going.
Yeah.
And it looks like a Mat 3 is certainly on the horizon unless Turtle Troop can make some crazy things happen here in the second half.
Yeah, I'll say. Okay, have to have the pistol. That much is for sure.
I did not expect that to become a meme, by the way.
Nebula's in place for this. The knife is also there.
All right, pistol
but
round.
once
Focus
more,
up,
just like
people.
you're on
Focus up.
offense, if you commit past pillar on the defensive side, you best be able to win out your gunfights. Otherwise, things like this will happen.
Great shock dart there from Rossi to finish off Governor, who's trapped in the corner.
Focus the
was
fuck up,
detected.
people.
Good grief.
GG.
Okay.
See you later.
Yep, I would say that's about the time to make that call. Spike planted. Adder and Okeanos just hoping to pull something off. To be fair, there are 4 very low health pools, so it is still doable, but how do you get in, I think, is the first problem, considering that there's no more utility left.
Player standing.
And, well, you just got to have that kill. No other way of saying it.
A phase in form is such a scary thing because of the aggressive play style that they play. And so when everyone's feeling it and the confidence is there and they're actually sinking their utility, let it the link position or at least flash before you peek.
Agreed.
Did you guys see
Instead of
it?
just swinging out wide left and then having a flash out. That was just a little bit of carelessness that caught him.
I was typing something on my second PC.
Now, eco advantage over to Turtle True, but
Ooh,
pistols.
wait a
little
minute.
More punishing. Okay.
Are they about to
Almost in that
do
slow motion again, but that's just a little bit of bless of the spray pattern right there.
the
from
comeback that
Harmful.
shall not be named?
Works out to still go 2 for 1. Rossi substitutes up to a Phantom. Or pardon me.
What would be an NBA reference of this comeback?
Wrong spec.
Like what game?
Cool, rather, because
3-on-3 though, all of a sudden. And look, they have access to Art. If they can get past Okeanos.
Like, no, what game in specific?
all of
Like
a sudden
what game in
things get a little bit
specific?
scary here. Okeanos is forced to retreat back. He does have support.
Cavs versus
though,
Warriors
from
3-1.
David, who has rotated. The Link just being watched by Adder on the opposing side of the map.
No charge.
Weapons are starting to get picked up here as well. Stingers now in the hands of Superman and Poise. This is not a foregone conclusion for Turtle Troop all of a sudden, despite the way the round started.
The Warriors for
Possibly
real
figured out
blew a 3-1 lead. Actually,
Here. Double
30
stack.
seconds left.
It will be 1-for-1. It's a Vandal on the hands. Okeanos is not terribly far away, and it looks like FaZe Clan are trying to push right through his line of sight, which they do get through, at least for
you don't
now.
know. Of course I know. I was just acting
It's working
surprised.
out. Okay, hold on a second. Adder's
Come
gonna
on,
be in
bro.
position, but after
Everyone
the
knows that
last
shit.
Round A.
round- Oh, it's a 1v2. Spike.
10 seconds left.
Adder wins this, you have to all
Adder
Twitch
will
Prime
allow him
sub.
to pick it
Adder
up.
wins this round, you have to all
Absolutely
Twitch Prime
intentional.
sub.
Now the spike is planted.
It's not my
Guessing game.
it's not my
50-50 in the
choice.
corner. Does he get the timing and the read?
This
There's
mother,
the shoulder. Snap
Adder, you
right
better,
to land.
yeah, 60 health.
Time being killed off. But Adder, no problem.
You said it, not me. You said it, not me.
Stay now on 3.
You said it, not me.
A little bit.
Don't sub,
dicey,
fuck it. Save
but
it for
they do
Amaram.
get
Fuck it. Fuck it.
done. Certainly
She don't know
FaZe
you,
gonna get
bro.
punishing, though,
A tier
and
3, a
considering they
prime
already
sub. She do not
have
know
themselves
you.
at map point,
Okay?
rounds like that.
I understand
even more
that.
stressful for a team like Turtle Troop. Who
She don't
knows
fuck
just
with
how
you
much
and
they
she don't
have
know
to do to
you.
Get this to overtime. You really want some clean wins to start building that confidence.
Why am I projecting my insecurities on you guys? She don't know me either.
So after such a great early spray here for Harmful, just rocking them quickly there. But FaZe battling back with some good peaks. Keeping it close. I thought Adder was slipped when he got off the spike hold. When he stopped watching it,
same.
I thought maybe he was in some trouble, but...
Don't lie. Who bought one of
those?
those fart bottles? Don't lie. They were limited edition.
The only
If you got one, hit me up. I'll pay double.
For both squads. FaZe taking their time, not really even leaving their spawn at the moment.
Wait.
They're trying to see what exactly
You guys know what I'm
they
talking
want to
about.
spend for early utility. It's just the opening knife. There's the nebula behind it, but the
Who told you about that? I don't know. I saw it somewhere a long time ago.
Yep, no one's home. We can move if we want to.
I couldn't believe it.
Harmful
It was a
is
news
always
article
little
about
bit of
it.
a trap. He's got
It might have been Jake
operator
Lucky.
up. Does he catch an angle? Flash will keep him off the angle for now. But
Great
FaZe
flash.
are
And I got 3 on my counter. Don't at me.
Yeah, the pressure from FaZe also...
Unopens. Let me know if you need one.
His tailwind, so...
Yeah.
Done a pretty good job about kind of limiting his options and mobility going forward. And again, they haven't overcommitted in any sort of way. They still have presence at middle.
What's
They're
wrong with you today?
already
Bro, it's a
at long
fucking
B
joke,
pillar.
man.
Dicey has
This
his
game is 12 to
cam
3,
there,
dude.
kinda keeping
Like,
tabs
what
towards
are we
the
supposed to do?
rotation.
Talk about the game? We're not fucking commentators.
There is going to suppress Harmful, force him back.
Oh,
You guys want me to commentate?
Not sure how he wants to hold the angle.
I'll commentate this shit.
Scope gets brought up, gets brought back down. Not a lot of commitment there. And with that phase on for free, command will be
No?
here to
Alright,
respond.
fine.
As Poise is looking.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the match begins to reach the finish line, FaZe are continuing to phase up as the 4v5 begins to come into play. Baby Bay in backhaul with a Vandal in hand, poised to close this match out, but we did not done with the game yet as he takes out Baby Bay, putting his team into a 4v4 situation. But Superman holding on to the flank. Little does he know, no one is there, but Dicey taking his timing on Street, goes for the one, lands it on Okinos. Dicey throws out a cage, buys time for his team as Superman begins to inch forward, but the defuse comes in. Governor's done it for his team once again. Turtle Troops are not done with this game yet. Oh my god, Dan, can you believe that?
Off the spike as opposed to the one diffusing it, which allows it to get to halfway. And it just turns into a crazy situation where everyone's trying to find the right time to peak, but FaZe fall behind in the race, and Turtle Troop sneak yet through another diffuse. Again, I thought they were a lot better this time.
If you thought that was bad, sub.
Post-plant.
If you thought that was good,
Boys
don't sub.
fragmenting B-Link and
Just so I
falling
can
back
have an
instead of
understanding
pushing
of where you guys stand on
But they
it.
still drop the ball and putting it across the finish line.
Scanning ahead.
Small little slip-ups.
You want me to go
Luckily, they have
again?
A lot of breathing room.
12-4 is the scoreline as FaZe are desperately trying to close this game out. Turtle Troops do not want to give up. Killjoy ults planted down. Adder with a kill with the molly. Baby Bay with the trade takes out the lockdown. And Dicey begins to push forward with the rest of the team. Superman picks up Okinos. And the 4v3 has come into action. I think this might be the end of the road for Turtle Troops as Weeded tries to lure his team back into the game. But This might be all too much, far too late, as Jet is beginning to group up with his teammate. I need fucking audio, man. What the fuck is this? I can't hear the game. I lost my flow, dude. Like, fuck, bro. The fuck, dude.
And with that FaZe will finally put this one on.
Imagine being dicey in the camera and you just see this guy about.
I lost my flow. I can't hear the game. Also, Observer's fucking me up, bro.
Get my gun back out. FaZe able to eventually dot the I's and cross the T's on that one.
All right, what were we playing? All right, I'll be right back. You guys enjoy. Yo, has anyone seen that TikTok of Mayweather with that guy?
Here, lots of utility spent from FaZe to confirm that.
A is the right site to go to. Hit it now.
Over towards the A site. Here comes the full burst, and FaZe will have to structure a retake.
All right, 5v5 post
Yeah,
plant.
classic A burst with harmful jumping top generator with the
Set
smoke,
flash,
and
take
now
that lineup,
Sutton's
take that
underneath
lineup.
heavy
You see
position
it?
as the spike goes down.
Pretty
the door
easy.
Closes. Like you said, FaZe are going to be forced to play retake here. They're going to have to do it.
Oof.
Really from limited
They
front
smoked
because the
it.
flank is being watched by Adder.
I don't know. I feel like this is defense sided.
Over towards Tree Governor.
this
Really
retake,
gets caught him
maybe?
across. Tag down to
Because they have no control. They're just all stuck in
Nano
sight.
Swarm
So let's see. It
denied
just comes down to the
three-way
duels.
Possible contest.
Uh-oh, he saw you.
On the shoulder, maybe sees this and will confirm the first kill. Also has information on the player over towards the boxes, and FaZe are breaking this down flawlessly.
Yeah.
Turtle Troop.
They got rolled
holding a
over.
Candle to the retake after by himself.
They got rolled
blocked by
over.
Nebula. And as clinical as you'd ever expect from FaZe.
Yeah, that was really well done. Even though they had no flank coming through long side, they did have a pretty strong tree presence as well as being able to come through heaven. They timed it together perfectly. They moved together as a unit.
Potentially tough.
Gets that first frag.
I would be down to see them
on
force here,
Governor.
but they're
It kinda just
not.
opens the floodgates. They get detection on the site as well. And
We all know attack on
really
ascent
nicely, only losing one member along
could
the way.
be
Yeah.
pretty hard. So
Okay. Clean stuff from FaZe.
let's see
And
here.
outage, as you would expect, should lead to hopefully a comfortable round, but we've seen Turtle Troop at least be contestable with sheriffs in hand, especially when Adder's involved, so don't want to throw away any considerations for a round 2 bounce back here.
Too suppressed.
What the fuck? They're pushing.
Yeah, tough one here for TTRs. They don't have much to work with. FaZe have everything at their disposal.
Oh,
They're
oh,
getting aggressive
got him.
on all fronts. And Baby Bay finds the headshot on the Governor with that Sheriff. All that is left to do is for Turtle Troop to just go ahead and try to at least get this spike down on A, but past that, winning the round, gonna be a much taller task considering what they're working with.
I'll absolutely
Spike
say
planted.
that for sure. But like you mentioned, there is the spike planted. Is poised, long range, takes down Harmful. Pont will go out, trying to scout this out, but
They got a bomb plant, couple armors, 3 armors and a bomb plant. Not terrible.
2-0 with only really forfeiting a very marginalized plant.
Flawless.
It's going to be a true opponent coming up next.
How's the side you start on? Decided on map 3.
It shall be.
I'm guessing the
Mostly
team that vetoes to decide the map
Though Baby Bay kept the Sheriff that round, so he does have
does not get the
option
side choice.
to full buy here. Could even get Operator early if he wants to.
So I think at the end of vetoes, probably
Besides,
Turtle Troops had a choice between another map and this.
Himself a Phantom, and
They
as
banned the
well
other
drops
map,
a Spectre to
and then FaZe
somebody,
got side.
so- well, I don't know. He's making his mind up. He hasn't made his mind up. What is he doing? He keeps buying and selling back. What are you doing? He's keeping the Sheriff. Is apparently the last call.
It's literally every
keeping that 4,200
still
credits.
Yeah, they're both playing to spam each other,
It's
right?
literally every customer's rep's worst nightmare.
Like, bro, do you want it or not?
Just pick it.
I got it
All
wrapped
sales
up.
final. Here comes the threat from Troop over towards B. Lots of utility still in the way of this, while the defense for FaZe is going to clear out tree and a little bit of mid with the algae.
By the way,
screen.
This
And
is
the
something
Nanoform
that has only come to my attention recently, but I'm pretty sure
now
you
the
can
defense
close
have
the
a pretty good
doors
surround of
and
this,
open the
but if
doors
he can
without
find
looking
one,
at the
it'd be great.
button.
And wow, he
Like, you can
actually
just be
does
near
way
it.
more than that. He's got help from beyond, and finally takes over
You don't have to
the
actually look at
trades,
it.
but Turtle Troop just kind
And
of
it's probably well
stuck in
known, but-
molasses. Not sure what they wanted to do once they got through B main arch.
They could just not clear that man out the back of the site.
I
Obviously,
don't know if
the
it's like
Nanoform
just
with the
instincts to
A2
do
damage
it, but I always
down,
look
but
at the
even
fucking
after
button.
that, they could just not take
And I think
Superman
that's
down. They
like,
were spamming
you should
him
not
into
do
the wall.
that.
Superman was staying alive. He gets a frag. He starts getting some help, and FaZe went out the trades. And Baby Bay has so much money now because he just kept the sheriff for 3 rounds. He had 4,200 credits in the bank, so he bought a Vandal.
Will it work if I have my back to the button, but I'm looking in a different direction and I try to close it that way? Or do I have to look in the direction of it? Like it has to be on my screen, maybe?
That could be coming up.
Probably has to be on your screen, right?
Scoreboard, but also just a massive economy.
Absolutely. And again, it just harkens back to what we were talking about in between map 2 and map 3.
You can be facing away? Oh shit, that's actually pretty big.
At a disadvantage.
Okay, so
I mean,
so they lost their buy, now they're back on eco.
Delaying any chance for Troop to possibly not just get into a fight, but being able to win a full versus full round still has them playing at even footing. It's not great news here as the alarm bot is down. Baby Bay. I think
Baby Bay's starting to heat up. He keeps getting these ecos. Might just catch fire.
Now down. Oh boy, it just goes from bad to worse.
Yeah, lots of utility here as well to just keep them off of this spike and allow FaZe to press even more forward.
Damn, they're getting aggressive.
Governor chips in as well, but it's still a 3-on-1 in the end for FaZe, and Governor does not have.
Got a Vandal light.
Comes through from the site itself.
I don't know how much you can do here, but
he's just trying to.
He's got something to work with.
They're not going to give him one. They're so well set up on this spike.
Gotta find a way to regain your troop. Flash out.
Oh.
Around the corner. No, can't even get the first. Baby Bay for 3. So now you get to the point where if you're a Turtle Troop, I mean, we have to have a conversation at this point, and a lot of it is just, you have got to make a commitment. I mean, you're stuck kind of trying to enter into B last time around. I mean, you're letting FaZe just get a lay of the land, and they're just overwhelming, like just flat out from the positions they're able to gain for free.
Yeah, FaZe are definitely pushing the extremities very well or being aggressive at middle, and FaZe is not going to stop doing that. That's the thing. So Turtle Troop are going to have to find a way to counter, either with their own, skirmish for an extremity that they can win, or maybe they are the ones trying to dictate the pace at middle. Again, on the attacking side, mid control can be so pivotal. You smoke off the catwalk, you can even smoke deep or shallow middle. It allows you to get out B-Link into open space, then you can start threatening market and defensive spawn, and that's when FaZe
taking the B-split.
This is exactly what Turtle Troop has done this round.
Isn't they're looking for the alarm bot?
Yeah.
Rossi's ready, though.
Oh, I don't know.
All it takes is one.
Walking into that.
Spike is not a part of this play behind you.
Wow, nice drone.
Poise is in a position to try to challenge us, and that's all you need to know. Is that
they're
far forward.
Yeah, he pushed him away.
Recon bolt to make sure there is no further push through it.
Now they're gonna fight together.
Stacked up, 3 man.
Love this.
Turtle's waiting though. Let's see how patient they are.
Takes is maybe one flash or
not patient enough. Right as they went up, they peeked.
Prowlers out. That will confirm that Okeanos is still nearby, but this is taking so much time off the clock, and no one has the spike still for Turtle Troop.
No, it's been left behind over towards B-Link. Now they're trying to threaten over towards Tree. They are going to be able to smoke that off, so that means Poise is having to play from behind that, but he is going to be able to put the Hawk over the top to still get the info. So man has a star set up as well, but
they're aware of it. They're aware of it.
Finds the entry. They're able to start making their way through with that spike, but Poise could still play spoiler.
Wait, Baby Bay, they don't know about him.
Unable to do so, however.
But Baby Bay on the backside through Archway. He's going to stall at the plant a little further.
Oh, his flank's coming in.
Down. Baby Bay existing inside.
Oh my god, they got Rossi? Wow. He's getting flanked though, Baby Bay doesn't know.
So now it's on to Poise from the corner and Baby Bay from behind.
Oh, there they go. There they go. A chance for them.
That time through, even though it looked pretty dire at moments in time in the round.
Yeah, they were kind of getting slowed down at Tree, but they were able to keep that smoke up, keep poised at Bay, and get into A side. And while Baby Bay did have control of A main, which is a real big problem, they limited him quite a lot, just to 1 frag. I thought he would get a second on the reveal through the smoke, but wound up getting flanked instead and missed his shot. And so Turtle Troop able to finally put one on the board.
Yeah, Harmful's having a. I feel like Harmful's like really good. He's just like in his head a little bit lately.
Because again, like you mentioned, the pockets are deep, especially for Rossi, still 4,700.
You cannot let that happen.
Oh my god.
No way. Maybe he just walks in.
There is no way Baby Bay should just be able to walk out middle and peek B-Link like that. You need to be using your utility to control that area. You need to be blocking him, flashing him, taking that space for yourself. Instead, they're so focused on one extremity that it allows FaZe to
oh my god.
Now information for Supa that Harmful's got an op nearby.
Good shock.
Will push him out, but the Nebula allows him a chance to move forward without getting any further. I'll drone over the top, and now Supa's in a little bit of trouble here, feeling the pressure, but look at the help. FaZe is already here on Heaven. Nightfall will come through. That will stall things out. Touch. Harmful will drop. And for Troop, they're in pieces. There's player on site, player deep towards
falling
main.
apart. It's falling apart.
At all. And now it's Adder.
I think
for
them losing that early pick
tree,
like
I believe
makes
Rossi
that
may
round
have
so much harder.
just seen him. Hard to say. He's not looking that.
But like FaZe being so
Sif
proactive,
is watching it.
Yeah.
Now that
early
will
rounds.
confirm the intel.
It's one of those things where it's okay on the
30
attacking
seconds.
side to want to have
pretty hard
a
to
little
play
bit more
against.
focus on a particular extremity. Maybe you just want that lobby control. Maybe you want the orb, whatever the case may be. But the problem is that there's so much of an absence of presence from Troop on any other side of the map that FaZe are always taking those gaps away from them. You know, that round it's just Baby Bay pushing through middle and getting an op frag onto B Link, and that way, hey, they know where you are. They know that you're not mid. They know that they've now slowed down any type of progress you were looking to make towards B lobby, and they can now be prepared for that A attack when it comes in.
All right, what is this? This is a buy?
Need to do a better job, I think.
Let's see what the adjustment
more
is.
Balanced map control to these early round situations, or they need to be able to explode right away.
They're like faking a cat split kind of, right? Dagger cat,
Curious
smoke
to see
mid
them
one.
having the struggles in that department, considering
They're
the
actually
comp
just
they've
doing a
got.
5
You
A
should be able to
pop.
spend some of this early utility.
Yes.
And it's just hesitant to use
And
anything.
this is
Maybe thinking they need
where
to value a
Dicey's
heavy
got his
stack
ult.
utility for
They're
their
playing
engagements,
retake,
but
it looks like.
Here we go.
So
Lockdown in.
Dicey's just gonna ult after.
Still in the
But
face of
Sova
all this,
has
and the
his
defense
ult.
is going to cut across the map. That will put a little bit of pressure, not just on the lockdown itself, which gets destroyed, but also the members.
Wait, Dicey's not using his ult.
Kind of
They have
hanging
Sova
out
ults.
and
Probably that's why.
hunkered
Oh my god,
down
there's
through
two
the main
here.
archway. Hit still on the way. Poise
All right, this
takes
could be
care
a good
of the
bait setup.
purple, and then
Bro, he got
this is just
two.
a one-dimensional defense.
Oh my
Not a
god.
single kill can
What the
come in,
fuck
his
just
weapons weren't
happened?
great, but
How
still.
the fuck did he get two from there?
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you're Turtle Troop and you're flying
They're
blind.
just not hitting their shots right now. Their confidence is low, I
fully
guess.
set on, hey, we're going to lock down A, we're going to send it. You know, with our smokes, our flashes, we're going to dash in with our jet, we're going to make things happen. But again, FaZe is pushing out B lobby. They're keeping presence on
Another
middle,
7-1
they
potentially.
read you like a book at that point.
It's a low buy
They're
as well
able to
here.
Set up that three-man defense at the back of the site,
I don't know. This is
destroy the
looking grim.
lockdown, and then just out-frag you, just
Looking
run you
grim.
through the blender. And Turtle Troop are about to maybe commit the exact same foul, but just on the opposite end of the map. They're about to fly blind into B against a bunch of Killjoy
Oh, good.
utility.
Sick flash. This is a
Flash
cool
is dropping.
combo.
He's got the op, but he does have to forfeit the position up top. Rossi playing deep.
Oh
is
my
just gonna
god.
hold down.
Now this is so hard.
Noel Command
Rossi got the
also a
first
part
kill.
of this
Babyface backside with an op.
as Turtle Trooper again just trying
I feel
to
like
push
Baby.
their way in.
Oh, what the fuck?
The mighty
Oh,
force
fuck.
is many. Babyface somehow
Okay,
still
now
fought
this is
back for a
okay.
lot longer than he
Oh,
would have anticipated.
okay
And
then.
tapping away.
7-1 avoided,
Three shots,
potentially.
three headshot cells.
I was gonna say they have the
Now
op
all of a
backside, it's
sudden,
winnable,
Poise
but Adder just goes
himself
and kills 3.
To be a very difficult 1v3. At least he's cleared out this B main area that he used.
Yeah, he pretty
this
much
should
knows they're
be
all on
unwinnable.
site, but knowing is half the battle. Or on this case, 33% of it.
A third of the battle.
1v3. Yeah.
Recon bolt. Not fully going to reveal.
Oh,
But, well. No time better than now. Around the corner, nothing there. Okay.
Big thrifty.
Yeah, I'll say. And a lot of it coming out of the Adder 3-piece. I mean, just watching the rotation. Okay.
It's one of those things where I feel like throughout the course of this series, Babyface either been hot or cold with the op. He's either hitting everything throughout the course of the round or he's missing everything throughout the course of the round. In this situation, he's not able to get much done from the back of the, site, and rotations aren't able to get there. And when they do,
all right. That's kind of a chance for them to like string something together.
That's a consistent way
They
to
definitely
play, though,
stole
for
that
Turtle Troop.
round.
I'd like to again see a little bit more mid control out of them in these early round situations to start pressuring multiple areas of the map at once to not let FaZe get comfortable with these pushes on the extremities.
Market Dagger, jump spot.
Baby Bay right through mid this time.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Instead of back.
Oh fuck.
FaZe gonna have to come save a life. They're not gonna be able to. Much better this
Oh.
time. And how about the second shot from Hardful? Catches Rossi before he could cross away, and now Turtle Troop.
Hey, the util is looking good though.
Mid, and a chance to
That
still
util is
throw
looking
like
good. Even that dart.
That's what we've been looking for from Turtle Troop. It's a little bit more of a dynamic offense where they're, actually able to, keep tabs on the extremities, keep that pressure applied on some of these main areas, but also dictate the pace at middle to not allow Baby Bay and the rest of FaZe to have that free reign. Now they're the ones controlling the map right now.
Harmful Daughter is kind of silent now, no?
Have, of course, a 2-man advantage.
Early days still,
Much
early
better
days.
for Turtle
5v3, let's see if they can close it out. Getting the 2 first kills is great, but
to possibly respond though. Paranoia's not gonna land, but they
closing
check
the round
very
out
Super inside the side
is also another big problem of its own.
What in the world is that? Adder, last
Gonna peek
one
him.
left. Somehow called upon to go
Oh my
1v2,
god.
and he provides.
Alright, to be fair, that was a turtle round.
Said, what's going on?
but Superman turned the fuck up.
I mean, good start to the round from TURTLR. Obviously getting the initial 5-on-3. Again, good mid presence to start, but then Superman just tees off for 4. I'm a little surprised that after he got that 4th kill that he didn't tuck in and kind of just play the 2-on-1 with Dicey, who was in heaven. Again, it's like one of those things where you want to praise him for his individual abilities to grab those first 4 frags, but then it's just like, again, something that FaZe sometimes struggles with. It's the finer
got 4 right there
to finish things off. And I feel like if he tucks in behind Generator, he's got low health. You know, it is about getting the lockdown down as quickly as you can to get that site.
Yeah.
Take flight.
Okay. Things to look forward to. We're going to send 4 out of 5 over towards main area. Aldrone very early on going to show some pressure. And that will lead to maybe a lockdown, but the spike is not a part of this. So is this more of TURTLR looking to possibly pull a bit of a fake once again?
Hard to say. I mean, they're doing all the right things to control the B side itself. Hunter's Fury also paving a way forward. Nice little gravity well, though, there to slow down TURTLR from getting onto site. And Rossi actually gets a frag out into middle.
That's the spike carrier. And they get a follow-up. That is just the absolute worst case
That
scenario.
spike down mid? What the fuck happened this round?
Have some panic in my voice for a moment there because Governor was pulling the cheeky flank through mid in the face of all that utility saying, hey, look over
now
here,
let's see if FaZe over peak or if they like have some sort of crossfire discipline set up
not
here.
on the other foot anymore.
It looks like
a different
mostly
community.
pretty
I don't
good.
even know what to say. This is just a complete turnaround.
I can't get down with your spike carrier being mid on a B attack with a lockdown. Like, bring it the safe route, the B lobby route that you know that you have control of, and you know that the lockdown is clearing out the site. You know, your Hunter's Fury is cutting off the backhaul's rotation, and like that should be your focus all of a sudden. Not the spike coming through market. And I mean, FaZe.
They held on. There you go.
Make them pay for that mistake. I can't for the life of me understand why you would do that.
Wait, what happened? The flank had the spike?
Realistically speaking,
did they put the spike on the wrong player?
Just run forward there. I mean, you have
that what happened?
To clear out the B market areas.
Exactly. There's no reason the spike should not.
Plan.
Yeah, you got to be bringing the spike through B lobby when you have that lockdown Hunter's Fury combination. There's no counter to your lockdown available for FaZe.
All good. I mean, look, they have 3 rounds.
That's the only place that someone.
If they get one more,
that's
not that bad on T side attack.
You know, waiting out the lockdown
on T side ascent. Sorry,
they've backed all the way off and they're playing retake because your Hunter's Fury in the back hall, so you can't get any support. So, then that would just tell you, yeah, bring the spike through B lobby.
T side attack.
That's a tough one for me to understand.
Yeah. Cataclysmic mistake. And just like that, all the momentum is completely squashed because that was an expensive round on multiple fronts. Ultimate
like, where do you think FaZe is going to be in that lockdown? Of course they're going to be middle. That's the only place they can be where they're not going to get locked down. Like, oh, man.
Yeah, it's just a fun.
That's a head-scratcher.
Yeah. Because
I hate being negative like that, but
no,
I don't know a positive spin on that. That's just overlooking the finer details.
And I mean, realistically, you put the spike on literally anybody else, the play still has a chance of succeeding.
All right.
Yep.
They got Stinger, half force.
Late mid lurk. You know that. Sure. But
so
to bring the spike.
Is it going to be a split maybe? Last A split? I wouldn't mind that.
Start building up that big lead. They're looking to maybe use.
It's looking like it. It's looking like it.
Here on the A lobby side of FaZe.
Yeah, they're going 4 up cat. Super fast, and this could be good actually because both players are on site.
Send it.
And they smoked out doors.
Little run and gun strat.
But they're actually going through heaven, or they're popping through the smoke. That's a great fatal. That's a great fatal.
Control, but at what cost? A lot of damage.
It's kind of stopped the hit. All of the rotates here. Now this is like ruins.
How do you get through
Everyone is here.
Setup, even if you're in this position, and the answer is apparently you don't.
2 for 2 trades somehow.
Much success. You do get a couple of kills through tree.
Dicey
but now
spotted.
Dicey's on site. He's got help nearby.
He's got help heaven as well, so I think they should be fine here.
Play late routes.
Spike down A.
Yeah.
One enemy
Not great
remaining.
news. Not great news.
Yeah, Dicey played some smart angles there at the back of the site, always just kind of dodging and weaving the attack as was coming in through main and tree position. Obviously, a great use of utility from Poise to shut that tree attack down. Make it come to a screeching halt to buy time for rotations and FaZe now.
Should be GG, no? I don't think it's GG yet. I think pistol round would be big.
Not really too many alts available for either
but FaZe definitely look
but FaZe just
like the better team this series.
The more refined team on this map.
Yo, he just said basically the same thing as me.
Yep.
They're doing everything you should be doing defensively on this map.
Great. Yeah.
And Turtle Troop are just not really making the most of the attacking side as far as playing the mid-map control and, you know, being a little bit more, I guess, tidy with how they're attacking these sites.
All right, it's a B pop on contact. Nah, it's just a B pop. There's 3 here though, unfortunately. And the dart scan 3. Oh my god, the dart, the dart. Oh my god, we got it. This round's scrap.
Turtle Troop once more gets
Dude, the problem is like,
forced their way into a 4v5 with a lot of knowledge here.
Wow, how's that not a kill? I feel like he was owning him through the wall.
Pull a kill away.
Baby Bay, baby Bay, baby Bay, baby Bay. Okay then.
Dashes out looking for the Reddit clip, but eventually gets put down. We have a 2v2 with even weaponry.
Indeed, we do. Spike hasn't gotten put down just yet, which is buying a little bit more time. Alarm bot already taken care
Flank's
of.
coming in through main.
Poise there. This is buying a lot of time for Superman to make that B lobby flank. Poise, though, takes a lot of damage right there. Needs to be careful.
Gaza divides out. It forces the defense to either have to play behind the barrier or stay in front and force the gunfights.
I see people playing this spot.
Waiting for a little bit more utility.
I just feel like, oh, they know he's there. They know he's there now. Wait, they didn't see it. They didn't see it. They actually didn't see it.
Gets the opener.
Oh!
1v1 and Super will take it.
He was exposed.
If you just tuned in, he's already put together a
9-3. Monka.
And FaZe Clan will exit the half 9-3 up.
And that's what you like to see because, look, when Superman first joined FaZe, he struggled initially. You know, he was a guy when he was on Rise who was a very strong fragging player in that controller role. And so it was something that FaZe really could get a lot of use out of. But when they first picked him up, it kind of took him a while to get started. But once we hit like the latter part of the group stage last year, as well as throughout playoffs, the man was on fire.
That was nice.
Like he became one of the best fraggers on the team next to Dicey, and really became a huge reason of why they were able to make.
Yeah, pistol round is going to be massive for both teams, really.
Week 1. But this is
Let's see what the shroud is.
Come to love now, shown up here in this series against Turtle Troop with 16 frags in the first half.
Turtle Troop's kind of playing default.
Okay, swap the sides, and once more we kind of go down the road of.
He's got the 4-1 towards A.
To win this opening pistol, to have a shot at it, you feel like. Otherwise, we're looking at 4
Dodge
spots
dagger.
Through. Just never great news from the defensive side of any map, let alone Ascent.
And they're just chilling, waiting for the smoke, it looks like. KJ's got B push.
FaZe right now just kind of gearing up for some type of A lobby control. They also are watching, though, for any types of push towards B with Dicey's turret. They also do have some presence top middle here with Baby Bay. So they're kind of, you know, keeping all their lines of sight open right now.
Ooh, sneaky, sneaky.
Interesting.
All right, they have A main.
Repossessing.
I think they just contacted it. It looked like.
Does put Superman over towards wine. He's pretty committed in this.
But now they've got A main and they're faking this
and that's enough for
B split. And I'm not sure if they're gonna break this alarm bot. Maybe he'll shock it. Yep. So the classic shark the alarm bot. Didn't get it. And then go into your A split.
A split brewing here for FaZe through tree and through lobby side, and everything defensively is
pretty textbook. And I think it is looking promising because no one is on site. They're playing full retake. Governor's already down. Harmful's dash is gone. 4v5. This already looks really good for FaZe. Rossi's on 1 HP too, actually. What is that dart?
Also deep with the B denied instantaneously.
That was a new one.
Rossi's on 1 point of health.
3 cat.
But everybody else.
So I would say Oki needs to go late. Let the guys cat fight first. Best case scenario. But actually they're going 2-2. And trades are in here and there, mostly there. And it's a 1v1. GG. They didn't see a single thing right there. Everyone just died.
Just par for the course at this point.
Yeah, just a well-designed split there from FaZe. I mean, you know, have full presence all across the map, watching B lobby, you know, taking control of middle with Rossi.
Do they force or save? I think they save, right? Turtle Troops go for 11.
So they have
yeah.
everything taken care of to set that
pretty tough, though.
to launch onto site.
It's pretty tough.
Defense is kind of just caught up in tree. They're smoke. They don't really have a way to stop the push. And FaZe out-trade their way to victory. And once again, they have a massive lead. Very reminiscent to Pearl. Coming to this with a couple of rifles and 3 Spectres.
Yeah. Have to have it. Thrifty would give you a chance to start talking about maybe economical advantages in the future to maybe set up and stage what would be an unreal comeback. But a lot on top of the economy would have to start going right for Turtle Troop, who have largely not put up too much resistance against a well-balanced FaZe team. And I will say it's just been a dominant display from Supa and Poise, making Babyface's life so much easier this week.
Right now, FaZe just being very careful to make sure that they aren't getting pushed. They are going to go ahead and spot that aggression from Harmful inside mid thanks to Rossi's drone. So just making sure they don't fall prey to any gimmicks.
Fuck.
That Prowler was a miss. It was a miss. But Rossi still gets their frag nonetheless, so it's no problem.
Who won on Pearl? Who won on Pearl? FaZe, bro.
And so everything's kind of falling into place for FaZe.
And all that was just right clicks of a classic.
Honestly, this could have been a 2-0.
Here I am, and
But
no
Turtle Troops had that crazy comeback, right? It was 6-1.
But Okeanos was tagged up to a shock dart, and it's really, the story just continues to get threaded together.
30 seconds left.
The utility is just doing wonders compared to
I think Turtle Troops just need more time together, potentially, like to iron the details out.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, kind of going the way we expected, if we're honest. Adder does grab one with the Sheriff, but outside
Yeah, it's not that
looks like
crazy
it
of a
should be clean
comeback, but
victory for FaZe.
I
Spike
didn't
down
expect it
at
to
A.
happen.
Maybe they even give chase to try to make sure that Adder doesn't pick up anything useful. And Poise will finish it off.
Okay. I mean, the tough part about this for Troop is this is this now second map in a row that you've missed out on some key opportunities, and it seems like those missed chances are starting to plague them a touch. And I think the ideas they're trying to put together are fine. It's just the layering and the full execution.
All right,
is just, it's
this is
not
a chance.
quite there.
This is their
And
chance
FaZe are breaking
of having a
utility,
chance.
and that is a big moniker in favor towards FaZe's direction. Who, you know,
11-3,
struggled at different moments in time.
buy round versus
In
bonus.
that department in particular, all the questions we asked at the top of the show about would the layering be there, would they be able to follow up after the good executes, and so far the answer has been yes.
It's tough, man. When you start losing and playing bad, you start questioning
Must win round of
shit.
Your Turtle Troop right now.
Oh, yeah.
If you lose this, your economy's in the toilet. And
I feel like
FaZe
right
on
now they're just
map
questioning
and series point.
themselves, right?
FaZe looking to really put that pressure on B early here with the main brunt of their personnel. They still have
This league is
some
so
tasks
unbalanced, so
with
many
West
one-sided games.
at middle and making
There
sure they're
has
not getting
been
pushed out of A lobby.
a decent amount of one-sided games.
Okeanos
but
droning out middle.
I'm not
trying to get some
sure.
intel defensively.
Think
So
it's
they're gonna try to get
unbalanced?
aggressive off catwalk here.
I don't know. Maybe it is.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yep. Once more, it's that same story of as soon as Troop try to put something through mid, FaZe are there to at least keep them honest, and now you have to throw more numbers at this. And
I mean, yeah, FaZe are a former Tier 1 team, whereas Turtle Troops have been playing together for, what, 2 months? And FaZe has mostly their core together still.
Execute towards B main. Not a lot of times it's going to have to come in. The lockdown will give us that notion.
So the result is kind of expected. It's not like they got stomped. They still got a map.
Still holding on to darts. Nebula will cover this play into market. As the decay will start to fade away, Spike makes his way on to B.
Oh, this
Still
lurk.
watching the mid rotation.
Oh, wait.
You could catch Governor before
Oh,
he
wait.
gets to market. They're trying to push the smoke back hall, but Rossi's there watching both of these smokes. And
What's
gets
happened
with
here?
Baby Bay. And this could be it, man.
I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't know. They just kind of ran out one by one. I don't know.
A lot of team help coming through for FaZe.
I don't think they were
Now
expecting them
into
to be like
largely
in the
this
open
play
like
from
that.
Okeanos, and, well,
I feel for
Collins'
Turtle
name, he
Troops,
gets
man, but
absolutely decimated by Rossi. Now the play for Baby Bay, just taking away the space.
I don't know
That
what
is
the
just
answer is
we're better
either.
than you
It just
ready.
seems like
Coming
they're
out
like
the end,
not on the
Investor
same
flawless,
page.
And a 12-3 tally with Turtle Troop on
One sec, my
no
foot.
money really whatsoever, or just enough for Guardians and Stingers.
Yeah. And that's one of those things where FaZe were doing a good job of setting up the play that they always wanted with the lockdown on B, but making sure they didn't really allow Turtle Troop to do too much defensively with taking space on the map.
Shit.
Kind of patrolling middle. They're not really
Shit.
letting the cat aggression get anything done. Just kind of waited it out, weathered the storm, and then
It's getting
hit a
outclassed.
solid B execute and frag very efficiently.
Yeah.
And now it's a Hail Mary basically for Turtle Troop.
Yep.
Does watching this make you guys want to play?
It's going to keep FaZe so ready for
Or not
this.
really?
Oh yeah.
Paranoia is out.
Just
Turtle Troop
watching in
will
general,
use
I
that as
guess.
a chance to back away and try to meet this
No.
rotation head on. You still have
No.
Adder in position, watching the mid cross. defense.
I see a lot of
structured
no's.
behind us, and that kill from we did makes life that much easier.
FAZE are actually a little bit wondering now because obviously they got pushed out B. Now they've seen a player go down at middle, so they're not quite sure how TURTLR are set up right now defensively, like where their numbers really lie.
Fair.
So Poi's going to try to find some of that information with the Hawk.
By the way,
there.
they got
It's
an
destroyed,
entry
however,
on
so no real read.
Superman. Top mid.
Deploying drone. Enemy mark.
Great drone there.
Yep. The tag plus the intel on more. Prowler follows up, just trying phase.
I don't know.
Ross.
I'm trying to think like what they
At
could
least
do,
able to
but this
manage
is
that.
just so
40
far
seconds
gone
on
at
the
this
clock.
point.
Spike making its way over towards tree. There's not a heavy adder setup over here, but he does have the alarm bot to watch his main, so he can keep his focus on tree.
Yeah, Turt will also pick up on any tree push as well.
30
As
seconds
it's set
left.
up on the site nicely for that. Spike, though, actually from FAZE will retreat back to B side. Rossi, though, creating the pressure with his drone at tree position, but immediately picked off by Adder, which kind of doesn't really sell the fake. Off that fast.
Oh, he needed one more. 3v2 though.
FAZE do have the automatic weaponry into the face of the
10
single taps
seconds
of the
left.
Guardian.
That smoke felt like it was
Got a
too
3v2.
far out
Defensive
towards defenders, right?
spot. Baby Bay taking
Ooh, nice
space from
shot.
Adder. That's just another
Poise
great
versus
Guardian
3.
tap from Adder.
Heard the updraft.
Poise by himself.
Got a chance.
The 1v3. Harmful.
This would be a way to close it.
Making life a little bit easier here on the retake, and there it is. Adder once again, just more miracles out of him and the Sheriff or Guardian, keeping Troop alive.
Could
a
it
little
be
longer.
Yeah, it's one of those situations when Rossi gets picked up on catwalk like that in the A phase.
Maybe players are not on the comfort roles. I'm not sure. I don't know if
The
you
only
can say
thing
that
maybe
though.
they can do
I can't really
post-plant is try to get something
dissect
back.
what's happening
That's why he gets
'cause
aggressive inside the market as opposed to just, you know,
could just
playing
be getting
it in
outclassed
sight.
too.
In that situation, you're just going to get trapped in the 3 versus 2, and you kind of lose any foothold you have. Didn't work out
Enemy
though.
remaining.
Adder wins that fight, and that pretty much seals the deal. Brilliant round from him.
Yep. It's had a handful of those moments, really. And it's in those borderline thrifty rounds we've seen. So something to kind of show some ray of hope for Troop possibly in the future, pending they don't make this full comeback, which is still not out of the question, just unlikely. They do have some great tools, though, going into this
Individually,
round.
yeah, they're
Lockdown,
having like slow games,
most
but
notably
I think
the
even
one
as a
that's
team, it's just
currently
been
on board for them.
not
And
ideal.
weapons to boot as well. So, chance just have to see to get improvements if they're
Perhaps
really
it's showing like, you know, gaps in their team play since
Yeah, that's
we're
the
not
name
on
of the
point
game,
as
is just
individuals.
keeping the
Ideally, like
stamina,
even if
get
you're not on
yourself
point, you
back
still
into
can
this.
fall back on
We're
team
seeing
play.
Some aggression from them at the mid side of the
But
map, but
right now it's
FaZe
just kind of
aren't
been
showing
tough. I don't know.
anything. Just kind of, you know, again, keeping tabs, making sure they're not getting pushed out B lobby thanks to Dice's utility. Baby Bay's playing that B lane, making sure they're not getting flanked. And meanwhile, they're controlling A lobby.
On the other hand, FaZe are
Or
also playing well. Like they're on point, so everything's against them.
wind up getting the alt onto Poise because of that. So that will be
G2 breakthrough coming up next.
Push.
Potential for a banger there. I think
Still
that
very
match will be
meticulous
much
in phase as
closer.
well, mind you. A lot of these rounds have come to the last 35 seconds for these attacks. And they're going to commit to try to...
The other day, who didn't have a duelist on Ascent?
Split this stack up, and this is exactly where Troop are positioned, but Bebe still comes through with 2 kills.
M80 had
Mid
triple
round.
initiator.
And a quick burst over towards A. Adder's still alive.
They-
A lot of utility
did they have a
left on this
duelist
side,
on
though,
that
but the
lineup?
Nightfall will try to get the entryway. Adder
Oh.
would need to get the double
man.
eyes. Okay, you've got the benefit of your setup around you. 25 seconds on the clock.
My
FaZe are
God.
going to walk in. But with the lockdown earned, Troop have a chance to get some detainments out of this. You have to
They're gonna
stick
push that
to
or
this.
respect it? They're respecting it.
Indeed, Rossi going to have a hard time trying to get the heck out of here in time. He will make it across
Got
thanks to the
out.
cover of that smoke. They've also dropped
So
some
what's the
Killjoy
move
utility
here?
on top of the spike to slow down the defensive progress here as they get to post-plant positions in main. And they still maintain main advantage on the face side.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okeanos with the top. Super with the first check. Adder would have to do more than this. And,
Oh.
well, not gonna
Nice try, nice try, nice try.
Quick transfer, quick headshots. Toss the gun, drop
FaZe,
the mic,
take it
FaZe
away.
wins the series.
Yeah, the way that FaZe were able to break back into middle and just destroy the defensive
Yeah, I mean,
setup,
it was
that was
pretty
there was
one-sided
just kind
mostly the series,
really
but
just a nice finishing move. I mean, I have to give
I don't know. Turtle Troops,
the Nightfall and doubling up on Tree to
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happened to
still
them.
give
I feel like they were playing
slight
better
hope
previously.
at keeping the map extended,
But ever since Challengers has started,
Dicey eventually
it hasn't been
finishes off
the
there,
same
and FaZe
level.
wound up winning the series.
So I'm not sure if it's them getting outclassed or
in
being out of
dominant
form.
fashion when it comes to the final 2 maps. We'll say.
But hopefully we can see more
Incredible comeback.
out of them. It seems like they're going through some shit right
For
now.
what it's worth, I mean, let's not use that as a chance to soften impressive FaZe were, because candidly speaking, Turtle Troop did look really good on their adjustments on Fracture.
Yes.
It's just the long-winded series. Oh, I wouldn't even say super long-winded, because you missed out on some chances in map 2. You have 4 straight.
Do they have a
successful
coach
plants,
on Turtle
no
Troops
successful
to help them with this
post-plant
shit?
holds.
Who's their coach? I'm sure they
Best
do.
scenes is
I